All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you lot. And how to become a member of the channel, please do hit the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. So what we have on the table today that we wanted to cover, Dennis Strong statements towards the Reggae Girlz, so their plan, and also what's going on at this present moment with the Reggae Girlz. All right, Reggae Boyz abroad, which we touched on it yesterday, just to talk a little on Leon Bailey, Ethan Pinnock, and also to some extent Dujuan Richards we had talked about yesterday, but now we are going to extend it to Lembe Kisa, Latibodier, yes, and then we have to talk about the some in certain departments, the JFF, and also we have to talk about the Champions Cup, the Concacaf Champions Cup, because we had those things released to us, but we never had any chance to get it done. All right, so that is the jam-packed one that we are going to have today. Hopefully, at any point you want to comment on the after rewatching this video, please do. All right, yeah, man. Let me try and start giving people shout out in the chat. So we have Sherman Scott in the building, Chris Smith, Jason Guna, Dark Beskar, Trey Moon, Bestest Documentary, Timor Peterkin, long time no see, One Love in the building, my brother Dwayne Thomas, Elric Cross, Tropic C, and Dr. Dunn in the building. All right, so let me get straight into it. Let me start with the Concacaf Champions Cup, because we want to make sure we can put the information out there and tell you how important it is, so most of you guys can go and even try support your team from your region. Suriname's Robinhood won it all in the end to the qualification from the Caribbean qualification side. We had Cavaliers coming second. So Cavaliers took on Robinhood. Robinhood defeated Cavaliers in both legs. I think it was 3-0 in total, or 3-0, or I think it was 3 or 4-0 in total, because they won 1-0 and I think they won after the red card. It's either 2 or 3-0. I am not 100% sure, but people will remind me right there, and I have no problem. All right. So with that said, they were the first seed. So you're going to learn what it does to be the first. What happens when you are the first seed from the second. All right, because we had talks that we are going to be facing Messi if we could win the entire thing. All right. So let me move over to the detailing screen so we can chop it up a little bit better for you guys. So Champions Cup, let me start right here. So this is the Champions Cup setup for you guys. All right, this is the Champions Cup setup for you guys. So over one bracket, you have the round one. You have a Philadelphia Union from the MLS versus Saprissa. That's the first round, so that's round one. Toluca versus Herediano. Hopefully I'm not butchering that name. So that is for the first bracket, all right? Yes. And Pachuca is already qualified for the round of 16, and you have Robinhood already qualified for the round of 16 because they are champions. So that is the big difference, being a champion from being a runners up. All right? Yes. Then you have Club America versus Esteli in one, and you have Guadalajara versus Farge, and then you have New England Revolution versus Kai. All right, yes, and then you have others that qualified for the round of 16 over one bracket. Then over the next bracket, now you have Houston versus St. Louis, and you have Tigres versus Vancouver. Vancouver is the one that you can watch because a Jamaican player is on it. Orlando versus Calvary, Monterrey versus Comini. I can't pronounce that one. Cincinnati versus Cavalier, and Nashville versus Mocha. The two teams that qualified for the round of 16 is Columbus and Miami right there. So several teams qualified for the round of 16. All right. So the teams that you should be looking out for: Robinhood from Suriname, then Cavaliers versus Cincinnati. That's going to be our next good one. Obviously, everyone will be watching out for Miami because Miami is the big one. And Nashville versus Mocha. Mocha came through the same qualification system as Cavaliers and Robinhood. All right, so that's how it sets, guys. This one is going to be massively bigger. Massively bigger, as you saw right here. They said starting with the 2024 edition of the competition, the winning club will receive over 5 million in prize money and financial distributions. In addition, the winning club qualifies for the FIFA Club World Cup, which includes additional prizes. All right, so this is a big deal, guys. This is a big deal. This competition is a big deal. As you saw, you will have Manchester City taking part in the FIFA Club World Cup. All right, and you have Saudi clubs will be there, so all of the champions from the regions will be there, so it gives you a next good position. So Cavaliers taking on Cincinnati, if they should go on to win the entire thing, that would set Cavaliers for a pretty much lifetime in terms of Jamaican currency. All right, because if they can ship 5 million plus additional things, it would be very good. So it's a stage for Cavaliers and also Suriname's Robinhood to definitely take advantage of this, because this would be an exceptional amount of money for these lower tier teams. To tell you to be honest, the money that they're going to be winning right here would be what federations would have gotten. Complete federations. All right, and they are getting it just to win this competition. So this competition will serve as something big, guys. So hopefully if you're inside Jamaica and you can support them, definitely support them. Cavaliers got Cincinnati. How much of a chance they have to beat Cincinnati? I don't think they have much of a chance, but they have enough time to work on a plan to see if they can come out and get something done. All right. Good morning, Joseph. Massive respect. Omar Fowling. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. I know 8:25 this JD. Okay. okay. It's okay. I just set the time that I don't pass that time. Bessas, big up yourself. 2-0. Thank you very much for that. Massive respect. Then we have Lance de Blake. Then we have Tyrone Williams in the building. Massive respect. All right. So this is something very, very good. And if you should ask me that people should get around the teams, yes, I think people should get around the teams and try and support them for them to reach places, because this could actually help change Jamaica football as well if Cavaliers can do something. Is it realistic? No, it's not. It is realistic, yeah. No, it's not realistic. Yeah, let me take it back there. Is it realistic for you? I think it's going to be too much of a task for them to win it. You know. JPL teams can beat MLS teams. Cavalier. Okay. No. Kenny Richard said JPL teams can beat MLS teams. Cavaliers. All right. So Kenny Richards believe that JPL teams can beat MLS teams. For now, I would say I don't believe it. You understand me? I don't believe it. I would love for them to prove me wrong, but as you know, I'm the person that you have to really show me for me to believe it. I've seen them over the last 2 competitions. They have not defeated Caribbean opponents. So it's hard for you to convince me that they can go on to beat the MLS teams. It's just going to be a tough one. So let's see if the MLS team's taking it serious, because you never may know. Maybe they believe that they can beat Cavaliers with any squad and then field a weakened squad, and then Cavaliers could take advantage of it. But I think if they have the full squad, Cincinnati, they will be the over-the-top favorites. Physical condition, levels of players, it is far superior, Kenil. So I think if they pull off different tactics, because they're looking at different competitions, maybe that could be beneficial for Cavaliers. But aside from that, I don't think we can beat MLS teams. You know, I've not seen a team in Jamaica that plays enough quality football. You know, unless it's a red card or something, I just don't see it. Remember, Kenny, we're just coming off, it's Robinhood won the actual tournament. Robinhood was actually coming off from a lower tier to come here. So I think people would more support what I have said, you know. I think people would support what I've actually said. I think Robinhood would have been better served to defeat an MLS team than an actual Jamaican team. Surprisingly. You know why? They possess the ball better, and definitely they try to play within their own means. So that gives them a better chance. So that means they would know that they can't go out and beat the team in front of just beat them right out and maybe pull a different strategy. I don't see Jamaican teams playing with strategies like knowing exactly that the opponent is better than you. I think every time I see a Jamaican team playing, it's just the same way, or we think like, oh, we are better than everybody else. We just go out and either we get destroyed or we win the game by some metrics, but it has to be some ridiculous way of playing. Until I can see that, because I know the other team is better, then that's the only way I'm going to approach it. Wells, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. But it's going to be tough. They are in the competition for a reason, so it's not flat out impossible. But we have to be honest to ourselves. Even Mr. Speed would be telling you that they have little to no chance. You know, and they're going to try and fight their hardest to see if it's possible. You know, because I think he's a person of, let me not use that word, but I think he's a straight person. So if he thinks that, yes, but I never said Robinhood had a chance in Tennessee. But I was just saying that if any one of the teams them out of Cavalier or Robinhood, I would go for Robinhood to have more of a chance, because I do see them strategize for teams knowing that they are not the full package, and they can use this way to win a game. I do see them work in that same vein. Can't say the same for Cavaliers and other Jamaican teams. I think that they just coach in the way of just knowing about themselves and not necessarily the opponent. That is the perfect way to put it, guys. That is exactly what I wanted to say. You know, I don't think they planned for their opponents so much than they prepared for thus bringing themselves out there and them doing the job, and people have to conform to them, you know. And sometimes knowing that the next team is better than you, you can strategize in better ways to get something against them, you know. Yes, so that's what I was trying to say, Kenil. And Kenil, over the last two tournaments, Jamaica never did well in the last two tournaments. So based off that, it's going to be tough. Because now we're going up against actual MLS teams. Finally, the last time we never even got a chance to reach that level. It's because they changed the format, hence why we had a chance to reach that level. Because last year, if we couldn't win it, we wouldn't go to the Champions Cup. We would have gone into the Concacaf League. And the Concacaf League qualifiers would have served to play Pacific and those teams. And Pacific gave Waterhouse 6-0. So we never even had a chance to reach here. It's because they changed the whole format. Or else we would have never even seen it again. You're so like funny, guys. We would have never seen it again if they never changed the format. So the new format actually helps Jamaica. This new format actually helps Jamaica, guys, because we get into it without truly have to work for it. The next format was you have to work very hard because they never rated the Caribbean to that level. Greetings. World Cup 2025 USA 32 team. All right. Cavaliers have a 1% chance of winning the entire thing. All right. It's going to be tough, but let me support them, not because I'm saying that they don't have the big chance. I watch games to see what they can learn from it and stuff. So I will still try to cover this tournament, especially Suriname's Robinhood, Cavalier game, and definitely if I get a time, I will watch the Messi game and stuff. Yes. All right. Yes. So at this point, Cavaliers can still technically face Messi, and Messi and Miami, but they have to go through Cincinnati, then go through Monterrey and the Communicasi team right here in order to reach there, and that will be straight to the quarterfinals. So they have to defeat Cincinnati, defeat Monterrey, and hopefully Messi defeats Nashville or Mocha to reach the quarterfinals here. So the only way Cavaliers can meet Messi and co, they have to win Cincinnati, then win over the round of 16, then face Messi here. I think that is a big task for them to go out and meet them. I think it's a little bit too far. Big up yourself, Tennessee. Thanks for being here. Massive, massive respect. And guys, Alj and Mr. United, sorry for me not reading you guys super chat the other day, because I know people pay their money for me to read the super chat, but because I had to run out for my data, so hopefully both of you guys understood that's the situation. So sorry about that. I'm going to take out the super chats them and read them in an extreme. I'm going to put them in my phone to make sure I can read them out. All right? Yes, Marcella, bless up yourself. And guys, once you come in, please do smash the like button, share and subscribe. This was just topic 1 because we have to give you the information on football, what we have coming forward. All right, and as you saw, it's June 2, 2024 is the final. The dates them, I will get the dates them when it actually starts for you. All right. Well said, JD. Oh, I think Cavalier can benefit is if even one of their players impressed a scout and get a MLS contract. Beating these MLS team is not impossible, but most likely will not happen. All right, good look there, Wells. Yes, that's a good opportunity as well. You know, a good opportunity. So maybe I was looking at it a little bit too wrong. So Wells is saying that they should focus on trying to impress. So play your best possible game, impress as best as possible, and maybe that will put you in the scouts' eyes. All right. Let's support Jamaica anywhere they go, or Jamaicans anywhere they go. Yes. But we, Alj, last year we supported them in the Concacaf, in the qualifiers, you know, and then we supported them in the Concacaf League. Cavaliers never made it to the Concacaf League either. It's only Waterhouse, and we did cover the games, you know. Yeah, we did cover the games. Yeah. This will be Mr. Speed's biggest test. No, we will see. We see his football tactical knowledge be tested. But to be honest, Boss Thomas, he came up against big tests. And to be honest, we have to be honest, over the last 2 years, he did okay in this tournament. But if you are gonna put a rating on it, he never really passed it, you know. He never really passed it. And I think him himself would say he could have done better, because in last year's one against Violet, he never came out of the competition. None at all. Obviously, he had injuries. So let me make sure we put that in it. He had several injuries. But other teams had injuries. Violet never played football for 1 year. You understand me? So that they have their excuses just the same, and they lost it. And this year he was the favorites and never won it again. But him qualifying, he gets some points for me. All right. Cavalier beat any MLS team them come up against. Remember me tell you that. Robert Smith. All right. I am going to remember you tell me that. I'm not going to have to remember you tell me that. I'm going to just take a picture right here. Because I can tell you that they are not going to beat Cincinnati. That's what I'm going to tell you. Yes, I will tell you that, Robert Smith. You can click me right here. It's not going to happen. All right? Yes. I don't know what kind of transformation Cavaliers will do over that time. Yes. I think I will follow Wales and look at who impresses more than anything else. You know? Yes. But I'm not looking for a win. I'm just looking for who can impress. All right? Yes. Shanil Thomas will be suspended for the first match. Well, he still will play if it's possible. Blessings JD. Michael Thomas, massive respect. Will Cincinnati even play their first team? That's why I'm saying I revives. I made sure I let people know that last year some teams don't even take these teams serious. They play their second and third string type of team and focus on MLS. You understand me? So that is still something out there. All right. Yes. So that's up. That's what's up for Concacaf, guys, and it's a load of money. $5 million on the line. $5 million on the line if you can actually just win a few rounds. Alright, so if you win a few rounds, alright, so for instance, if you make the, alright, let me tell you, if you make the semi-finals, it's 200,000 US dollars. 200,000 US dollars. So that is several times over what you won in the Premier League. So if you make the semi-finals, so if they can win 2 rounds, if they can win here and also win here, which they still avoid Messi them and co. No, you can't. No, you have to win 1, 2, 3. Okay, no. Several rounds, man. You have to win 3 rounds to get the first 200,000. You have to win 3 rounds to get the first 200,000. Think that is too much of a stretch to get the money. Yeah, so the money is too big, people, and too far away. I can't see them going so far, but hopefully they do put their best foot forward, you know. Yes, but a lot of money on the line, guys. Hopefully one of our teams them can take it, you know. Pump up the region. And that would be immense, because a lot of players would be will be getting new contracts, you know, and transfers. These clubs will be astronomically richer if they can pull off something like that, you know. Yes. So let me move on. Before we get into anything else, the updates, guys. We have some updates right here, like the clubs them in our region, and the climbing in the Caribbean. All right, so they said right here, Violet still stays 68. So Violet is the top ranked team in our region. They have yet to play games, to be honest. Yes. And second and third spot by Cibao and Cibao of Dominican Republic and Jamaican Mount Pleasant 99th. I am shocked to see that Mount Pleasant kept their position due to the fact that they have not really gotten tested outside the Jamaica League. And how strong is Jamaican League for Mount Pleasant to be ranked so highly? Guys, what say you? How strong is Jamaica League for Mount Pleasant to be ranked so highly? Let me know. I don't think Mount Pleasant should have ranked so highly, and they have not gotten tested outside Jamaica. What say you guys? Let me know, and let me know in the comment section when this video finishes. I don't think Mount Pleasant should have rated so highly without getting tested. I think majority of the rankings should have came directly from competitions outside your actual league. That's how it should have come about. All right. So when you qualify, you get some points. But when you play other teams from other locations, you should get some points. So that would help, like a Cavalier that did well by playing in these competitions. Mount Pleasant haven't played in these competitions, so it's tough for me to really know how highly they are rated, you know. All right, yes, and then you have following Robinhood is okay. So Robinhood and Arca here in 5th at 106th. And then Cavaliers at 108th. All right, 108th, which is 6th in the region. All right, so Cavaliers dropped off at this point. All right, yes. That's tough because you come in straight to the finals and then just lost the finals, those 2 games, and then you're 6th. I think that is tough. But Mount Pleasant haven't played so much games but get so highly rated, you know. But why should they get so much points to be there? You're arguing a point that you're not even listening to what I've said. So in the first place, I would prefer to see them play other teams outside. That's exactly what I said. I don't know what Jason trying to argue with. It's surprising, you know. I've said the points that you get to qualify for these competitions should not be so much so you put yourself in high ranking positions. When you play other teams outside Jamaica, more points should be on the line so you can rated higher. All right, because Cavaliers cannot be out there performing year in year out and then and then they are the ones being rated lower when they are still doing okay because they made the finals of the JPL. They made the finals of the JPL and then they made the finals of this competition, but still ranked behind Mount Pleasant. What have Mount Pleasant really done in the last 2 years? Remember, the last 2 years, you know, Cavaliers won the title, right? Cavaliers won the title, comes in the final. They came in the final. Won the title, came in the finals, and then they did drop out last year in the competition. Yes, that is true. Violet became champions, but they made this finals. So they made 2 finals and won one of the competitions. That is tough for your ranking. I can't understand Mount Pleasant. I don't know where they are digging up these points to give Mount Pleasant, to be honest. All right, yes. Big up yourself, MP W94. All right, so let me move on from this conversation, guys. I know you guys want to get into the other ones. All right, yes. So Mason Greenwood, we have to keep an eye on this player because he still has an opportunity to play for Jamaica. I want to say that his time at Getafe, it has been a success for me. I don't know what you guys think, but it has been a success for me. I think that he showcased that he just has the natural knack to play football, because even at the start, his positioning was always good. All right, and that's what I'm talking about. Why I said he just has a natural knack to play football. All right, once he started to get better fitness levels, I think that it looks completely different, and I know he's much fitter. And I want to say that he's going to kick on to a different level and maybe move on to even a different club faster. All right. Yes. So his latest game, as you saw here, 13 games played, 10 started, minutes per game 72, which is good. All right, because as you saw, he was off for a while, but still came back and be playing way more minutes than Leon Bailey in the league. You understand me? Yes, so that shows you that he's in good condition. Goals, 3 goals so far and 4 assists. So 7 goals contribution in the league. All right, and then definitely you know that he scored in the other competitions. Let me pull it up just to make sure you know that he scored in other competitions. All right. Let me get the next one, because where is the cup? For some reason it's not here. But he scored a lot and assisted a lot. All right. Yes, he had a double in the Copa del Rey, as you saw right here. So he scored in other competitions. So it would have been 5 goals so far in those 2 competitions. Yeah. 5 goals and 4 assists. So 9 goals contribution in 14 games. That would be yeah. So that's a good return. That's a good return. Him not playing football for a while. But what we are looking at now, Nigel says, Mr. getting better. Did not expect him to get up to speed so fast. Yes, I do believe so. So with that said, now I think his pathway could be 2 different things. Either jump to go to Barcelona and others that's trying to get him, because I saw interest is coming from Spain. He's already in Spain. Yes. I saw interest coming from Arsenal. You know? No, float management. I'm just trying to show people that him just coming back, he's doing well. You know, because Leon Bailey was playing football for the whole time right there. Which we're going to talk about Leon Bailey, but more of his form and stuff. All right? Yes. So, I saw links for Arsenal, but would that make sense when they never wanted him to play in England? All right? And why would Arsenal want him? You know, I am not going to get into Arsenal talk, but I just saw links with Arsenal in Italy and also in Spain. Barcelona in Spain wants him. That looks like the strongest link and the most realistic one because he's already in Spain. Because he's already in Spain, I think the Barcelona one could come off. For Arsenal now, I don't think the Arsenal one is possible because in England they don't like him. It's the English media against him. So Arsenal will take a big backlash if they try to get him. I know it could be a superstar they're trying to get on a cheap, you know? Yeah, but no. I don't see him going to Arsenal. I don't think so. I hope they do keep him out of Arsenal. You understand me? Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah, that would be a cheat code if Manchester United can't keep their players because of England behavior. I don't think he should go to Arsenal. Manchester United should have their player back and should be. Reason with me logical, guys. If Manchester United can't keep the player, why should Arsenal get the player? Oh, that makes sense, you know. So because they want to keep the player, you know. I heard the coach talk, you know, the manager talked. The manager would love to keep the player. It is just because of the backlash from the ladies' part and also somewhat the sponsors. Yes, and somewhat the YouTubers over there beating him, saying that they don't want him at the club and stuff. Yes. Let me see. Yeah, man. Then we have Dirty Harris says, JD, do you know if Greenwood is trying to get his Jamaican passport or what? The last time I heard that they had positive. What I've heard about this player, I think people, the coaches and the people that's dealing with the papers, they were leaving him to get up to speed. That's the last thing I heard on the player. But I thought they said that the player had interest and wanted to play. All right, him and his family. All right, so that was good sign. So that's why I did kept an eye on the player. And definitely he's not going to be playing for England. I heard the last time they tried to swing around corner like they would have given him a chance to play back for England. But definitely the people in the media saying that it's not going to happen. So even if the coach want to put him back in the England team, people will take him out of the team. That's how bad it is. You understand me? That's how bad it is. They don't want him in the country. They want him to play for the country, none at all. Well, one thing I know, I would want him to play for Jamaica today, even without matches. Just him. If he puts on a jersey, believe me, we buying that jersey now, today, with the name in the back, instant. Yes, so we want him to come and play for Jamaica. Yes, no English club will make that move. Well, we saw articles more than one saying that Arsenal would try to get him. But I think it's Barcelona that will get this kid, and he's in super form. We wanted to get to what he could have done for Jamaica team. All right, because Mikel Antonio saw some bad write-up against Mikel Antonio. People saying that he will not make the West Ham team. Again, it's going to be difficult for him to make the West Ham team because West Ham showed that they can play fluid football. Yeah, you guys got slapped up as well. You never won all the games. Are you guys okay with those bad articles saying that Mikel Antonio playing poor for the season and stuff? So guys, I'm telling you, the pressure that they put on these ballers, so don't believe that it's Liam Bailey alone get it. Alright, because they're saying that Mikel Antonio was not playing good enough for them this season. Alright, and it's going to be hard for him to make back the team. Even though he's Mize's favorite. Don't think England teams will take him. Yes, but I saw it. You know, I saw it. That area that Arsenal plays have a strong Jamaican population. I know. That's why I thought it was possible, because I know about that Daniel Lawrence. That's why I thought it was possible, but I'm just saying that is still kind of a cheat code, because if a team develop their player and because of the region that they are from, make him can't play for that club, that is definitely sad. Greenwood didn't play football for 2 years and now playing football. Some of our players go in joke leagues and can't get minutes. I don't know what you're talking about right there, Big Boss. BBC report on Bellingham and Kane blackout on Greenwood. What? Damn. Okay, all right. I don't think he should go back to England anytime soon. Maybe next 3 years. All right, fair enough, fair enough. JD, maximum manners and respect. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Marcus Garvey. Who forced Manu to loan him out? Them afraid of stand up for players and then sell him then. Okay, okay. Yeah, all right, Mr. Jason. I think Daniel said it well. All right, yeah, you have to understand that we have places in the world that are just terrible, you know, so it forces you to do things that maybe you don't want to. Like even in Jamaica football space, I came here yesterday trying to tell people what happened in the game, and they said they only want to hear only the good what Leon Bailey did, you know. So you bully people in this world, all right. Yes, and Manchester United have a lot of bully fans, you know, and obviously people don't want to lose their overall club or money, you know. Yes, it is in his best interest to play for Jamaica because that England dream ends. Let him become a star in Spain and make a name for himself in Jamaica. Yes, kudos to the rescue. Laugh out loud. They are ungrateful. Yes, man, they are. I'm just trying to show you how fast people spin, and people, Mikel Antonio injured, and they are making sure to rub it in to say that, yeah, West Ham playing better football now, so we want this football. We don't want the football with Mikel Antonio. Wow. All right, Corey, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Drew Ross in the building. Massive respect. What an embarrassment if play for Jamaica and we beat England in a round of 16 and him score. I think he will be very much G'd up to go against England. I don't think. I know that a lot of them would love to come and play just for revenge on England, you know? Yes. But obviously, even England had their problems, but Jamaica has their problems as well, because you clearly hear a man the other day. I've not touched that topic, you know, guys, but I heard a man the other day, you know, and believe me, these footballers have some rough time. I can officially say that the English footballers, them that wants to come and that can play for Jamaica, have a rougher time than Jamaican-born footballers, because they have been pushed out in England, and in Jamaica they have been pushed out as well. I never heard anyone talk about that as yet. So everywhere these guys go, they have been pushed out. So that is tough, man, you know? Yes. Umza said, laugh out loud. Macy F up. He got a second chance. Nobody to blame but himself. Okay. But he's doing his thing, don't? He's scoring goals and people love him. He's selling jerseys, showcase that he's still a big draw in the world. But obviously, you know, England standard might be a little bit higher than the rest of the world, you know. So yeah, but we are not going to get into that. Macy Greenwood still eligible for Jamaica. He's in super form. He's playing minutes, you know, that is good. Long minutes. So that is very good. All right. Yes. So that's Macy Greenwood. So we have a few more players that we wanted to chop up. Then we have to get into the JFF, you know, and the Reggae Girlz and the Reggae Boyz as well. We still have that left as well. All right. Hopefully we have passed 100 likes on the video. Share it and subscribe, because yesterday you guys did me bad. When I'm done with the video, even though it was just 50 minutes, I was on 60 likes, and that will never happen again, or else, you know, we are going to stop coming on. Give you guys early vacation. Yes, if you ever play with our videos like that. All right, so take your time, hit the like button, share, and definitely subscribe. We are 830 away from the big 10,000 on this channel, so please do us a favor and get it out there. He will take Bailey place. He will take, he will force. Remember, he can play strike as well, you know. He can play strike as well if you want to play a fluid system, you know. He can play in a fluid system, so he doesn't have to take Leon Bailey place. It could be Leon Bailey, him, and Damari Gray playing the 3 positions as well. You never may know, or playing behind the striker, because he can play cam as well, and it proved that Leon Bailey can play cam, Damari Gray can play cam as well. You know, so it can be a fluid system, or it can be a 3 behind the actual striker. Obviously, Bobby Reid is a workhorse, and none of those 3 players are known for their workhorse on both sides. You know, yes. So it gives you options. That's what we know. We do know it gives you a lot of options. Let me make sure to check. I'm checking the likes, you know, people. Don't think that I'm hiding from the likes. All right, let me check. See, we are on 74 likes. That means we are on 50 likes before I curse you guys out. So it tells you how bad of a person you are, because it's 40 minutes and we are on such bad amount of likes. Terrible. Terrible. I have no faith in you guys. Terrible. Imaxit, true, he's doing his thing, but people blaming England and Manu don't make no sense. Okay, fair enough. All right, so Bailey, Greenwood, and Damari on the same field, attacking with no tracking back. I think it would be tough. It would be tough. All right, so guys, we are taking a little time for you guys to find the like button. All right, yes, so we're gonna pull up the other guys. Them we have Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey played yesterday. We did a video on him by himself. As what we said, Leon Bailey was all over the place in that game. You know, I can't put a rating on it. He did good things on the field by assisting the goal. I still believe it was a wonderful placement of the ball, because he puts it in the area of uncertainty. He never knew that the player would have gotten to it, because if it was, it could have been an easy clearance for Brentford, but poor communication with Brentford, and the player slipped in and got the goal. But it was a very good peach of a ball right there at the back stick. I like it, you know. Yes, but at the same time, I think it was very much easily savable. All right, poor communication by Brentford right there, but still brilliant from Leon Bailey. I thought that even after that, he still made one more good play. All right, so people talk about the red card. The red card that he was the one the tackle went on, so he made the red card. But I can say that why I said it's an up and down performance. Is Jamaica getting Greenwood? Jamaica family vibes? It is possible. Why I said it's an up and down performance. To be honest, you know, it's him actually caused the red card as well for his own team, you know. You understand me? Because remember, they were at 11 against 10. And it's because of his press. The press was literally from the halfway line. You understand me? So that was a shocking thing. So it was from the halfway line, and then he was the one kicked it to his own goal that caused that problem, and then it led Brentford to advance up the pitch. So if we're going to credit Leon Bailey for the red card, and Ben Mee, we have to credit him for the red card for actually the goalkeeper, for my boy, the Kamara. All right, because remember, it's because of that incident why it led to the red card as well. So Leon Bailey was good. He was good on both sides. He was good on the sides of drama, and he was good at the side of giving Aston Villa a goal as well. So yes, but he looked like he was not fit. So let we don't beat him too much. Give him credit for the assist, because that assist brought him up to a good point in the league. All right, his best return in the league. All right, best return in the league. So that is very, very good for him. That is very, very good for him. All right, but we were just talking about the entire game. So we can talk about one game, but still can give him his credit for his performances over the league. All right, so he had 15 games played, 5 starts. Only 5 starts he had for the entire season. Minutes per game, 41. All right, so he's not even a full-fledged player, so that makes it even more incredible. All right, teams of the week, he only made one team of the week, which is poor for the amount of goal contribution he had. All right, obviously that does come with the time that you spent on the pitch, which is not much time. All right, 41 minutes per actual game. All right, 5 goals in that time and 5 assists. So 10 goals contribution with just 41 minutes. All right, so that is Leon Bailey's problem at this point. All right. No, all I was just saying is it was a brilliant pass to me, JD. It was a brilliant pass. Which one is a brilliant pass? Not the back pass. You could never laugh off the man. No man, the pass was the pass that went into the box. Yeah man, I said last night if it was KDB did that, people would have been marveled about it. So it was a good pass. Good pass, but I was saying that the position that Brentford was in, they could have saved it and should have saved it. That's what I'm saying. It was Reggae Boyz Bailey that made the back pass, not Aston Villa Bailey. All right. Aston Villa does not win the last 3 games without Bailey. Nothing else to say about him. Okay, Cygnus, but Cygnus, we have to still reason. All right, we have to still reason. Cygnus, you can't send a man to watch the game and then he comes here and just lie to you and said, yo, then men that was fighting caused the red. No. Football giants. We can't. You're so wicked we are. We credit Bailey to get the red card, but yet still we are trying to avoid what happened. What caused Brentford to be up the pitch in the first place. Remember in the first football giant, let me tell you exactly what happened in the game. Leon Bailey lost the ball. Him couldn't track back. Him kick with the man, yellow card. Him try to take out the man, yellow card. Right, that a one of the incident that had them up the pitch. Then the next play, immediately after that, Leon Bailey had a little pressure and he made the pass back to the 18-yard box and lost the ball in the 18-yard box, and the guy turned in acres of space, put it back on top of the D, and the guy blazed it over the bar. All right, so that was a big chance he gave up. And then now the next one was the one that he striked on his own goal. All right. So he struck the ball at his own goal. So that was the situation, football giant. So we can't lie to people. I've watched about the incidents them just to see what others said. But when I came back, I'm saying the same thing tomorrow because that is just the truth. We can't lie. So it was a up and down, sideway, backway type of game from Leon Bailey. He did good things on the pitch, but he did a little bit more bad things on the pitch in that same performance, you know, because you can't give away 3 big chances and hoping that the next team don't score. Then I should give you credit for that. Remember, Leon Bailey came here, he never assisted and never scored a goal, but he did play well and I credit him for that. This one was all over the place. All right, and hopefully he can get his fitness back up to the level that it was a couple weeks ago and then keep banging in those one. If Mope doesn't knock down Martinez running down the ball for the corner, none of the madness happen after that. Okay. I have said what I've said on my side, so you can say what you want. And the files is there for people to check for themselves. All right, so please go and check for yourself. Make your mind up for your own self. Yes. So Leon Bailey, congratulations to his good form. Good form. Keep it up, and hopefully this can actually turn out to help Jamaica, because that is the main thing we want, it to help Jamaica in the end. All right, yes, and hopefully he can stay on the field for longer periods and play back-to-back games. You know, I don't like the 10 minutes of a game, then 70 minutes of a next game. You know, yes. So I want to see him play. I can't put it in a high echelon of players when you can't play games consistent. I want to see him play games back-to-back. So I don't know when he's going to reach that level, or if he's going to reach back that level. Yes, but it looks like he has some little fitness issues. So hopefully that can get sorted over time. You know, that's what I want. No man, Mr. United, I gave Bailey his credit, man. No, the Bailey credit me I give him now. I don't know what you want me to do. Just give him credit and don't talk about the other things them. Cause you can't tell me that the things that never happen. You know why? Because I've watched the damn game. So and I wrote them down. You know? Yes. Fana, I have not said none of them. I have not said none of them. Fana. Fana, I have not said none of them. I don't think it's Bailey get the red card for Aston Villa. And I don't think he caused the red card either. But I'm saying if you're going to give him credit for the red card for Ben Mee, you have to take the credit for the opposite red card as well. Because he was the one made the error that advanced them up the pitch. Fana, and we can't avoid that. That is just what happened in the game. So you can't change the story to fix the narrative. I'm just saying if you want to give one credit, you might have to give both of them the credit. And then we move on. That's all I'm saying, you know. We can't just be selective in our conversation. Martinez's temper need to be checked. Brentford was on the edge too. It was a very tough game. Several fights from day one, from the kickoff. From the kickoff, it looks like both of these teams have problems with each other. Both of them. Don't know what happened. You guys that knows the clubs will have to give me the information to tell me exactly what kind of beef they have. But it looks like the coaches them have beef. The players them have beef. You know, it just don't look like they are just playing for the 3 points. It looks like they're playing for more than the 3 points. They want to broke a man foot. They want to thump a man in the face. People flaunting after scoring goals. And then people draping up people, boxing down people. It was all sort of madness. How much yellow cards? 12 yellow cards, 2 red cards. I am very surprised that they kept 10 players on the field. Wayne Beckford says, what a man, bad mind, man. Alright, Wayne Beckford, I think you can't explain what is the meaning of bad mind. Maybe you're a part of the clan of nonsense. Alright? Yes. Because you can't explain where we bad mind. But you're better when you explain yourself, you're going to be a part of the clan of not having no sense. Yeah. Exactly, JD. That's what I saw too. Alright, so clearly. But Bailey can't tell a next player to kick down a next player. Juras, please don't. People like that will not have much sense. You have to make them speak to see if you can educate them to have sense. So you don't time them out. May I beg you, my brother, please don't time them out. That no makes sense. Bailey got a straight tackle and a red card was given. But the next card was because fighting when a red card never needed. All I'm saying is, fan of mine, it was 10 against 11. They had the advantage. The man lost the ball to push them up the pitch. So you can't say it don't make no sense. And the only way it never make no sense is unless the player was not involved. A fan of mine, which you cannot say he was not involved because he was the one that gave away the actual kick. So it's the actual ball. So you cannot. This is not arguable, fan of mine. You have to have the balls to say the truth. All right. And don't go down the line of Wayne Beckford that have 0 sense. Said people just use the word bad mind. Yes, in Jamaica, people use the word bad mind without no other cause behind it. Yeah, it was a bad pass, but you can't. But Fana, I was not even put the responsibility on him. It's just the people that wanted to say he was the one that created the red card. I think it was just Ben Mee being delusional and mad. All right, that's what I said. That's what I've said. Yes. So I was just saying my piece, okay? So he gave away the ball. How did it influence the other players? Ray Burrell said, it influenced the other player. All right, so Ray Burrell, if you have 3/3 of the pitch, and then now, if the next man was not in an advantageous position, forced him to do something wrong, So now you put the man in a bad position, Burrell. We have to be honest to ourselves. We have to be honest to ourselves. So the man made 3 poor decisions that put his back line and his deeper line midfielders in poor positions. So even if they made an error after that, it was still down to him at fault to make the errors. We have to be honest to ourselves, man. Go to anybody who actually coach football, man, and I'm going to tell them, man, if you make... Alright, you know what? Alright, where I'm going to show you that you're hypocritical, you. I'm going to prove you 2 points when Jamaica conceded and you guys beat the man that made the bad pass that led to the problems, but yet still never blame the man that made the final pass that caused the whole problem. But all of a sudden now, because the next man don't play for Jamaica, we just avoid what he did to put the man in a bad position and blame the man that made the final problem. We cannot do that. We cannot evaluate football like that, only when it favors us. Alright? Yes. Alright, so let me hear what you have to say on that, Mr. Burrell. Alright, so Nitro said Chippy made a bad pass, but his teammate chose to act. And I never wanted to lament on these, you know. Fan of mine not. I passed it long time, you know. It's just people want to fight, you know. But the problem is, all I've said, it was a up and down game because he made good things, but he created some poor back passes, and it was 3, you know. Yes, Fana. That's what I'm saying. I was just saying, because they want to overhype the game, and I'm saying no. You know, let me just move on, because I would have blamed him for the actual next red card as well, and also the errors. But it was okay. It was an up and down performance. So that was the argument, Fana, more than anything else. I don't know how people come here, oh, with bad mind and with this and with that. Boy, I bet that brother come from the Duns clan. I'm not ask you. That can't comprehend or can't reason to save his life. Big up yourself, Samson. Hope all is well with you and the family. Alright. No man. But sometimes we can have the conversation, because people like that, we have to call him out. Don't. Jason Ferran in the building says, "Ah, boy, yes. I bet they're from the low comprehension location. Yes, me not ask you. Yes, very low. You know, yes." Let me move on. So, Mr. Liam Bailey, as what I've said, keep on in the good form. We will still appreciate it, and we can still have our conversation as to what's happening in the game, because we watch the games. We watch the games, so we have to talk about what happened in the games. We don't just come here when Liam Bailey score a goal and say Liam Bailey scored, greatest thing ever, best baller in the world. We don't do that. Our job is to break down the game. So if you're upset or we talk about football, just don't come, because we don't run down subscribers. Alright? Yes. So we come here, we want to talk about football, because everybody on this channel watch football. They don't just make up story for fantasy. Alright? Yes. So you're not going to get us to change our behavior, because we watch the games. Alright? Yes. So big up Liam Bailey, keep on doing a great job. Alright? But we are not going to be a pillar man. Ray Burrell said, okay, let's make this clear. Not saying it was a bad pass, but you can't say it is his fault why the teammate get a red card. Alright. It wasn't a great game for Bailey. He was clearly not fit. But that's what I've said, fan of mine. I even gave the man actually a way out. But people just want me to come out and just flaunt and tell a lie, Fana. And I'm not going to do it, because I've watched the game. And even the commentator accused Bailey, but him give Bailey him credit. So why we not argue with the commentator? Because the man said that would have been one of the greatest own goals ever scored. Why you never beat the commentator and say the commentator don't like Liam Bailey? And the commentator bad mind? Don't know, because they have access to me. Bailey lacks fitness. His responsibility for some of his defensive frailties, but his class helped him to excel. Perfect, Cygnus. I agree with that 100%. 100% I agree with that. 100%. The man did good things on the field, but because he was not fit enough, he had to make the tackle to take down the guy because he couldn't catch back the guy right there because of fitness. And maybe because he knew that he would have lost the ball because the guy was in his back, he just kicked the ball faster. So it make him made other decisions that he wouldn't have done if he was fully fit. But he had to come for the team and he did his job for the team. That's all. So if you had said that to me, I would have talked exactly like that. Because that's exactly what I've said in the last video. But the man then beat me for no reason. So let me move on now. We have two other players. We have two other players that we want to talk about. Mr. Lembekisa. So let me go for Joel Latibodier. Alright. I've yet to fully chop up the performance of the player. But in the last game 1-1 Coventry leads, which is a good indicator of an opponent to see what the player could do. Because you should always remember the way we evaluate it. Yes, but Ray, I have said that from the last video. But the man them want me to war with them. They want me to just come out and say, lady, and then assist for and be the greatest thing. And then me there for 2 hours, I say, the greatest thing. You get me? Me can't do that. I am not that type of dude. Because I've watched the game and I want to come and talk about football. So I can't just, and obviously I'm watching that one player. Mainly, so it's hard for me to come and battle up all the lies, keep all the things and tell a lie to you. I'm just not a fake person, guys. I'm just not a fake person, and I want to have football conversations, and that's just me. So if you don't like that, I think you're not going to like me because I've not changed since I'm here. Ask anyone. Every single video, it's always about football. Period. All right. So, anyways, now. Latibodier, when I've checked it, because at first, I saw something, then I've checked it to make sure it's true, because I remember this coach coming out saying that he's a centre back, so he's going to play him where he wants to play him. So when I've checked it now and checked the game, rubbed my eye out 2 times to really see what's going on, he was actually playing in that position. So I ask you guys to go and watch this game because Leeds play at a high speed, at a high speed, and they were already at a high speed. So go and watch this game and see how he dealt with the game itself. I'm going to read out the stats and stuff, but I am not going to, because obviously I want you guys to decide your mind on what he did in the game. Yes, but I think he never actually looked bad, going at that high speed, Yes, Sing, we saw it on Twitter. It's on Twitter, but we gave the credit. All right. Mr. United said, JD, it's not fair to call a man dunce. Stupid. Last time I checked, the meaning of calling a man dunce stupid on a public forum because you disagree with him is very immature. No, I don't think it's immature when he's doing the same thing as well. All right? Yes. If I just come out and say, it out of nothing, then maybe that's different. But definitely he deserves it, and I will not back off that. All right. All right. I'm not going to back off of that at all. All right. And then Parish Council turn up. Alright, so let me move on. 45 touches in the game. His accuracy was good, 27 of 29, 93%. 1 key pass in the game. A long ball, 1 of 1. And his duels were very high. 11 duels, but he completed 3 of the 11. His aerial duels, that is the ground duel, 3 of 11. And the ground duel was 3 of 4. So that is very good. And last possession, only 3 times, committed 2 fouls, was fouled once. He had 3 clearances, 2 block shots, 3 interceptions, 2 tackles, and 5 times dribble pass. So, as you know, yes, Singh, when I said Bailey wasn't elite, and Shamar was, I wanted to pull up at that same video, and then now people will say that I'm mad and I'm disrespectful to people. So, my goodness, Lord God. This brother Singh, he said that I said Shamar was elite and Bailey wasn't. I don't think Bailey is an elite footballer, and I don't think Shamar is an elite footballer either. And if you listen and comprehend well, everyone can repeat what I've said. That was actually on that video. So, Singh, please, just stop lying on me, man. Alright? Jesus, God. So you tell me when I'm talking, you don't understand nothing what I'm saying? Stop lying, Singh. Alright? Because you're lying. You're lying, alright? Parish Council said I can't call people anything else. That's why I chose Jamaican market. Parish Council, that means you don't educate yourself. You don't know who you're talking to. So if you think that it's only Jamaican market I have, Parish Council, please go and check who you're talking to. And if you said that I don't say that, go on my video on my next channel and see if me and people don't kick off. And I've said the same thing. So please, you're going to move. You are going to move the goalposts again. Alright? You're going to move the goalposts again. Alright? Yes, you're going to move the goalposts again when you go over my next channel. Because you're going to realize who I am, then you're going to switch your mouth again. Parish Council. So, say what you want. And Wayne Beckford again. The 8 is real. I said I don't think Liam Bailey is an elite player. And I don't think Shamar Nichols is an elite player. Alright? JD, some of us have learning disorder. Not everyone does. Okay, no problem. But you just said something that is not factual. You said, I only come in the Jamaican category because I want to talk to people anywhere. And I can't say it to anybody else. Well, I've said I have a different channel that talks about complete different thing, which is bigger than the Jamaican market and a bigger channel than this. And I've talked the same way. So you just embarrass yourself because you have not researched. So that's all I'm saying. The man come in, try this me, and then I have responded, and then Una tell me how to do it. Don't tell me nothing, man. Tell the next man. For don't say what I say. I can say what I want because I've never initiated anything. All right? Yeah, man. It is what it is. Let me move on. Let me move on. Let me move on. Let me move on, guys. All right? So, Latibody here. We are talking about Latibody here now to pass everything. All right? And my boy throw we off with a sing with the mad thing with him lie itself again because he comes here and tell a lie on me and then I'm defending myself because I prove that I've not said anything what he said here. He's just making up stories for you guys to follow. All right, so Latibody here, yes, he got passed 5 times in the game. 5 times. That is a lot. That is true. Alright, but he was busy in there, and you have to understand he's up against Daniel James, Joel Parrow, and Somerville. Those are very good players. Somerville come to Jamaica. I think Somerville can start in Jamaica team. Just the same. You get me? Yes, fan of mine, I would say Ethan Pinnock is the only closer to elite player we do have. I've said that Shamar Nicholson have an elite skill set. That was the exact word I've used, you know. Made sure to repeat it 4 to 5 times, you know. And then this man come and tell a lie on me that I said Shamar is an elite player over Bailey. Which is not true. I have not said that. Big up yourself, Mario Russell. Thanks for being here. Because everyone can remember that I've said Shamar Nichols have some elite skill sets. But I still think that Liam Bailey is a better overall footballer than him. That's what I've said, you know. Even in the same conversation, you know. And then now I've said I don't think none of them are elite players. And then the man said me the 8 is real again. Oh God, him don't even ask me what I've used to evaluate my elite players them. And then I can name out my elite players them. So you could know what I classed as elite players. So you see it when you say people bad mind and it is real. So that's why sometimes my reaction have to be like that, because if you want to figure out something, you ask the question and I would have answered you. You understand me? Yes. The hate speech law wears we. Okay, Parish Council. I will not say. Yeah, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm not going to curse. You just say what you want, and I'm not going to respond. And then you're going to see that I have not read your comment. Just watch. JD, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea fans balling for Bailey. All right, no problem. All right, you know. They said I'm just rude. All right, oh Lord. El Pagina, big of yourself. Massive respect. All right. Yes, but you see now, Parish Council, it have to go both ways, not just me alone. All right, and me alone enough. I remember what you said. Bailey position has 1 million player. But thank you, Fana. These are how they come and make up stories on me, you know. You get me? Bailey, the man this season, only 5 starts and 10 goals contribution. Yes. But Joaquin, the conversation was if they are elite players, and I said no, I don't think none of them would be considered as elite player. I can give Bailey's credit. And what is my standard of elite players? Elite. The word elite. The word elite means something, you know. And if you look at the word elite, you know, Joaquin, we can't lie to people, Joaquin. Joaquin, you beat me from yesterday, Joaquin. Come on, man. Joaquin, you know, say it with the chest, Joaquin. Come on, man. So, Liam Bailey, elite, Shamar Nichols, elite, yes or no, guys? Let me hear what you have to say. What you guys have to say. Shamar Nichols and Liam Bailey, not in that argument. all right. So tell we, because that them a beat me final. Because anytime I answer, Shamar ain't elite. That's what a man says. Mario says Liam Bailey is close to elite. I care about nothing Bailey do right now. This current Bailey form is elite. His form is elite. So why are we changing it? So you see, I can't change the narrative, but you guys can change the narrative and put something is. This current form is elite. The man said the player is elite. You understand me? That's where the war started from, you know. And I said the player is not elite. And then people start disrespect me and said the hate is real and all sorts of madness. I don't even think Saka is elite. Wow, Joaquin. Damn. The man says Saka is not an elite player. Wow. So guys, here, listen good, you know. They're saying the man I'm saying Saka is not an elite player. So then the conversation done then. Because Bailey no nowhere near Saka. Because Saka play defense and him play attack. You understand me? So, me not understand, and him play every time. So, him fitness is elite, him output is elite, him defensive output is elite as well. And Bailey not have none of what him have. So, if you guys have said Saka is not elite, then Bailey can't be elite then. We have to be honest then. It's very simple. In a football term, Umzo is just a player that does exceptionally well in his position. And your position consists of defense and attack as well. Yeah, decision making in defense and attack to the exceptional level. That is the form of elite when it comes on to footballers. Alright? Yes, and a man says Saka is not elite. But yet still tell me, you see where, Parish Council, I hope you turn up, you know. Hope you turn up, you know. Your man says Saka is not elite, you know. So I want to hear what people like Parish Council says. Not true, JD. So what is not true? What is not true? What is not true? Kenrai, what is not true? What's something I've said not true? Let me know, because the man them turn up. I don't know why the man them come with these fights on Monday morning. Oh, you guys get all of these energy. What happened with the rice and peas? Rice and peas never took out the energy out of you guys. That's your definition of elite. That's why I put it down to a football term. So you wouldn't think that that is the perfect definition for a football term, Kenry? So please give me a football term for elite. No, Kenry, no. The man asked me what is my definition for elite, and I've explained my definition for elite, and I think it makes perfect sense. Why, oh boy. All right, all right. All right, Kenry, explain it. JD, you have to judge Leon from Genk until now. Saka just started his career. God, my goodness. You see that boy named Parish Council? Parish Council is something else. Parish Council says you have to judge Liam Bailey from way back then when the next man started in the Premier League, which Liam Bailey tried to come in the Premier League. Took him a while to actually keep up the pace, which he's still struggling to keep up with. He's doing exceptional well on the numbers, but keeping up to the Premier League, Saka did it more than anybody else in the entire Premier League. The man barely missed games. They had to broken foot to miss a game. You know, I think Mohamed Salah proving that he's elite. Mohamed Salah would have to join the elite bunch of players. So Mohamed Salah would consider as the elite wing forward in the region. So Mohamed Salah would be the elite winger in the region. Mohamed Salah. And after that now, then you have a tier for the ones in below that we would have called close to elite. Alright? Yes. If you want to argue the close to elite bracket now, yeah. JD Bailey started the Prem with an injury that he picked up at Leverkusen. Big up yourself, Jeremy and Miller. Salah, not elite, is world class. Oh God. JD Martinelli is better than Saka. 15 Prem goal last season. Okay, Saka is just English. Wow, the way we can talk freely. You see, you walking, and you're on other platforms, you know. You see, you can talk freely. I wish you guys could talk about Liam Bailey the same way as to how you guys talk about Saka and all of the other guys. Them, you so like the man himself. Mo Salah na elite, Saka na elite. Oh God. I think people outside watching this, you know, and then they come here and I tell me, say, me if you have sympathy for Liam Bailey, put him in a class that he's not, because he has not done those things of the other guys then, but yet still, we should come here and just tell us stories of your years. Yo, but you see, if you had said, oh yeah, the man, they're elite, Liam Bailey, elite, you know, yeah man, because him a brush scores with those guys with limited time. We could have accepted it, you know, but you guys are telling me to put down the other guys them and then put Liam Bailey above them. Oh my God. Yo. Alright, Laxley, Gregory said Bailey class. Alright, no problem. So, Saka class. Alright. So at least Laxley give other people credit. But not take away the credit from the other man them where I do it year in, year out when Liam Bailey on the bench. Or injured. You understand me? Which injured most of the times. You understand me? When the other guys do them thing, we have to give them credit, guys. We can't just make up stories to fit our narrative. United stands, Newcastle stands, want the discard. What you want about the discard, Newcastle? Newcastle, what about the discard? Do you say have any elite players, JD? No, I don't think so. No. Pulisic is doing well in Italy. That is true. They have solid players, but they don't have any elite players. You know, they don't have any elite players, my brother. You know? Oh Lord, the worst. JD never said barely elite, but he's better than the first 2 seasons. Yes, man, of course. So we all said that, Joaquin. We all said he's better than the first 2 seasons. Remember, we have been covering Liam Bailey playing games that he has not scored or assists. And we said it was one of his best games because he was doing something for the team. Normally, Liam Beale just wait outside and just try to do him thing. And that's what we knew him for. Now he's doing way more. So he's becoming a better footballer, you know? Windbreak Villa says, JD, you are doing a great job. Oh my God. Well, it's a fight. It's a fight to get my points across. All right, JD, how many elite players in the PL? A lot of elite players in the PL, but not 50. Not 50. All right, so you know what? Let me not go into my elite group of players. Special, you know? Yes. Good Lord. Salah is an elite player. Erling Haaland just clog on to the top part, the lower tier of the elite players. Erling Haaland need to do it more often for him to cement himself in the elite bracket, even though Erling Haaland score 1 billion goals, you know? Van Dijk, I think Van Dijk might drop out of the elite bracket as no. Would you guys say that Van Dijk drop out of the elite bracket? I think people would still keep Van Dijk in the elite bracket, you know. I think Van Dijk would still be in the elite bracket. Alisson, I think he's still in the elite bracket. Alisson makes the elite bracket. Yes, Alisson makes the elite bracket 100%. Deep. Rodri makes the elite bracket. KDB makes the elite bracket. Hands down. Alright, those two players. It's getting tight, you know. Alright, nobody from Manchester United makes the elite bracket at all. Not damn one. Bruno Fernandes, people would say that he's the dying art of a cam. You know what? In a cam position, Bruno Fernandes would have classed as an elite player. So let me not disrespect the guy. Bruno Fernandes is an elite player. Yes, Bruno Fernandes is still an elite player. Alright. Bernardo Silva is an elite player. Bernardo Silva is an elite player. And I don't look at numbers when it comes on to Bernardo Silva is an elite player. Elite footballer. Bernardo Silva is an elite footballer for everywhere. Manchester City, ground, dust, ball field, green grass, everywhere. Alright? Everywhere. Bernardo Silva is an elite player. Alright? Bruno, not elite player. Just looking at his stats, JD. No, man. Bruno Fernandes as an attacking midfielder, even though Manchester United is terrible. Terrible. We can't disrespect the guy, man. You know. Alright. Some people say he's not an elite player. So let me throw him away. Alright. Who else we can put in the elite bracket now? Defenders. Arsenal defenders need more time before they can consider as elite. Diaz did it a lot of times. But this year, you know, Diaz is in the elite bracket, you know, as defenders, you know. But I think this year he has not started it well. I saw him got run past a few times in the Wolves game. Saw him got run past. I saw him got run past the other day. And before, he was always a man that put himself in good position to make sure his speed does not become a problem towards the team. And I do believe that, you know, he's still a part of the elite. He's still a part of the elite. He's still a part of the elite. Yes. Kyle Walker is elite. Yeah, Kyle Walker is just something else. Maybe Pep Guardiola don't believe that he's technically good. Like his little kid that can play for Jamaica. But that's just technical and tiki-taka type football. But you look at the hard work, doing things on both ends of the pitch. Kyle Walker is exceptional. We have to give him his credit. He was always put out for tasks, and he got those tasks completed this year. We can say he's one of the men that kept City up in these dire moments, he's always one of the guys them that's running up and down, you know? Diaz not doing well so far. Yeah, that's why I said, yeah. Trippier is okay. You know, Trippier is okay. Especially on the attacking end. His delivery is better. You know, but Kyle Walker, I think Kyle Walker overall is better than Trippier. Yes, Kyle Walker overall is better than Trippier. His recovery, his positioning on the defensive end, and his athleticism is not normal. It's not normal. I think Kyle Walker is a disrespected footballer, and it starts by Pep Guardiola disrespecting the guy, talking about that he doesn't have the education to play in his system. That is hands down disrespectful. You know, because the man won so much title with you, and because you're a delusional scientist, you believe that everyone should have 7 million IQ points for past 7,000 million football, run up and down in a circles like, you know, madman. Yes. So that's what Pep, sometimes Pep, that's why I said Pep, that people ask me if Pep would sign Leon Bailey, and I said I think it would be tough for him to sign Leon Bailey because I don't think Leon Bailey have the work ethic of a Pep player. Remember, he took off Leroy Sané. Leroy Sané was exceptional for City, you know, man. And Raheem Sterling, he moved away from those guys, you know. Those guys are a record breaker, you know. So it was very tough for him to move away from them, and I thought that they were better than Leon Bailey. And still not made it in this man team, you know. So Mahrez, I think Mahrez is better than Leon Bailey, Sterling, Sane, everybody. Mahrez is exceptional, and Mahrez said that he wanted to leave, but I thought that it's because of the treatment. So Pep is just not there. Jason, none of you play them elite. Just go on here, man. Go here, man. Hype of your team. I probably average Arsenal team. But let me not even bother pay that no mind. You know? For him players them elite. Let's go on with your hype up side. Yeah, so people, hopefully the likes is on the videos, you know. The video not. Yeah. You know, I can't make Marcel, I'm not try the brother try look argument, I'm not try argue with that man, you know. That's Pep way of getting the best out of players. No. Disrespecting a man, your man say him feel away because you could have done it better. You can't just come in the public and say that I'm pretty much done towards your system, and it's almost impossible for you to play your system. So it's like you are going to say that he's hindering your system pretty much, you know. So when he plays, you have to alter the way or you play or you want to play for him to fit the system. JD, Sane sometimes play like he was lazy. Kyle, great till he meet Raheem Sterling, laugh out loud. All right. I'm just not arguing with you, Jason. That's all. That's all. So I don't know. My argument meter finishes before it reaches you because I've argued too much. I've argued 3 people before. All right. Yes. So I can't continue. I have a life after this stream, and you are. No, he doesn't have to level up. I don't have to level up as a parish council. I'm just tired of you guys to fight every day. All right, because we have a lot of things on the paper, and I have not even reached the topic of the video. You know, I have not even reached the topic of the video, and we have 30 minutes leave. I can't bother, man. Cucurella, what? Man, Pep is known for treating players poorly. Remember, he fell out with Zlatan. But Zlatan, you have to understand that Zlatan, no, I don't know, Jason. I don't know if we all have lives outside YouTube. I don't know. I can only talk for myself. All right? Yes, I don't know. All right? Yes, so I don't know people's business, so I don't know who have lives outside YouTube, but I know that I have a life outside YouTube, and I need the extra brain cell to use. That's all I'm saying. So if you want to argue that, argue. Just argue because you want to argue. All right, Raymond. Erling definitely an elite striker, the best striker in the world right now. Yes. All right, fair enough. JD, me notice you leave the election alone. You can send a search team for Ricketts. No, I've not leave the election alone. I've barely done videos, and the majority of the times that I am busy. Majority of the times that you guys would want me to come on, I'm just busy, so I couldn't get to cover the videos. But now, once I'm coming back, I have information on football, and I've always prioritized football. You know, because remember, parish council, you have a bunch of hypocrites that talk about these things. Because remember, I am here a long time before you, so I know how people swing song. So I know that most of them don't mean nobody nothing good. I know they don't like foreign players. I know the truth about them. So before I go into these a ring a rosy type of thing, I just leave it alone, because I kind of know who they were before. Because I knew that I was the only one on planet Earth with maybe Cataract and Simon wanting these overseas players to come in. So aside from that, everybody else, they're just some liars, and then spin their narratives for beneficial gains. So I just want to talk football, parish council, because I don't like the hypocrisy, of switching sides when it benefit them, Yes, I don't like that. Pele is aggressive and disrespectful. I don't know if Cataract switch. I don't talk to Cataract, so I wouldn't know. But I'm just telling you who I knew did the same thing as me back then, and then everybody else parish council, they were saying the opposite. All right? Yes, but as soon as money come involved and benefit for say what we are say, which we genuinely say it because we want Jamaica to be better. Everybody starts say the same thing what we were saying. So me no interested in them little drama here. Me just think say people just a fight for money, as what Jason says. From YouTube space to the JFF, and once they figured out that the money is with the diaspora, everybody a try to love the diaspora because the whole of them are lied. And if you go back in history, you can prove that the whole of them are lied. Because others, we alone there, I say we want the best players, and I watch games and I talk about players and what all of them are liars. So me no want to involve in something here. Me just want to watch the football and talk about football. Yes, so me can just avoid the whole of them people here, because of football me like. And that's why I have a complete different channel, parish council, that me know when me talk about the country, I just football alone, yeah. So that's football I want to talk. And I think that alone draw me closer to the Concacaf. Not necessarily Jamaica, parish council, because I am a Jamaican, why I've covered Jamaican content. But it was more like the Surinams, and then me used to do the American videos, them and the Canadian videos. So that's how I came about, I don't know Laxley. I don't know. I've not followed none of them. The only thing I have is the Reggae Girlz, the Reggae Girlz, because Mr. Chung said some things, he said some things, and we wanted to chop it up, all right? But because I have always opened the Discord, I will open the Discord 1 second so people can come in and say their piece. So let me just drop that for you guys. Mario Rosler dead with laugh. Yeah. I don't have time for foolishness. I don't. Because people would tell a lie now and said, oh, because we pick side, why we don't want to talk about the election. No. Because me not like hypocrisy. All right. Yes. So that's why me not talk about the election and stuff. Me not like the liar behavior. Yeah. So let me pin it right here. So that is the link for the Discord, people. So you can come in, all right? So, yeah, you can come in and say peace. I heard Newcastle ask about the Discord. You can come in. Good morning. What is the situation with Greenwood? Owen, we are just talking about his exceptional performances that he's having in Spain, and the condition now that England, some people in England want him and some people don't. Clubs want him in England as well. Yes, so we're talking about that and how close it is for him to even choose Jamaica. That's what we're talking about. Right. Hold on. Let me read the super chat because I passed the super chat. Okay. I read the super chat before. Thanks. Thanks, Raymond. Massive respect. So, Parish Council, hope you understand because I've answered it as straight as possible. All right. Okay. Chris Smith says, JD, we have to clip. We have the clips with all of them. They didn't want overseas players, but I know that, and I told the fans them that, but they don't care. They like the just Billa vibes thing. And for me, I am not the Billa vibes type of person. I'm a straight person. I've said the same thing from day one. From day one, I'm here and I'm saying the same thing. You know, nothing changed. Maybe we need a little bleaching cream, but aside from that, yeah, that's it, you know. S-Technic, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And then we have JD. I don't agree with everyone. You or others say, but we can all be respectful and we don't spread inaccuracies here. Well, that's what I've tried to do, Mr. IL1. I said I don't follow it. First thing, I'm on a different time zone, so I prefer to waste my time on the football games, and we can just talk football. That's what I want. I prefer to do that. I had one. All right, so I don't want to be mixed up in the election. If I do catch it one time and I want to talk about one point that's connected to my football conversation, then I can do so. All right. Yes, and then we have Kieran. Kieran says, JD, when Hutchinson are gonna come off the fence? You keep asking that, you know. All right. Tom Stranger says, call name and stop going around corner. Tom Stranger, or whatever you want name. If I've said to you that 3 persons alone were actually on this wagon that we're on now, and everybody else was against that wagon, why should I even waste my time to call names? You just gotta look for yourself. I don't have to waste time. But that's what me I say. Alright, so let me get the rest of people in because a lot of people came in. United Stan. Let me start with you, Mr. United Stan. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you and your family. Alright, because and Tennessee is here too as well. Pastor is here. And somebody from Arsenal is here as well too, you know. Yeah, so big up S-Technic. So United Stan, go ahead. Are you hearing me? Let me know if you're hearing me. Alright, so United Stan can't hear me. Hold on, let me fix it right here because I am not hearing them either. Alright, so discard. Alright, so this is the discard. Alright. So guys, are you hearing me inside the discard? Let me know. Alright, so I don't know what's up with these guys in the discard. They're there, but they're not speaking. So we are going to have to cut them off the discard. Yeah, I'm gonna sort it, but I think it's working. It's working. I am loud in the discard. Yes. I am in the lobby, so nobody can speak in the lobby. Okay. I'm going to talk 23. Talk 23. Let me see. Talk 23. Alright. Pasta. United Stan. Pasta. Tennessee, you hear me? I am not hearing you guys. Alright, so Tennessee, you're not hearing me. Pasta, you're not hearing me. United Stan. Alright, go ahead. Alright. You need permission to speak? Alright. Yes, so go ahead, United Stan, and then Tennessee can go ahead. Alright, Tennessee, go ahead first, and then United Stan. Alright, so...
Wonder if you hear me.
Why United Stan keep on going over there when I said that I put you over this one? Yeah, man, you're not hearing me, Tennessee?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, man, go ahead, bosses. Because...
Yeah. As me here talk about the elite thing, me don't want to go into that still. But me here them be like elite local squad. You understand? So, so you know which one me want to talk about the elite local squad with me here say I got Bill. You understand? Because if Leon be there, the elite and Saka and the elite. So me don't know. where the elite local squad will come from, where the man a plan to build. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
When you never some kind of machine man, they might try to build a Jamaica there. But the man them say them build a elite local squad. But
Oh.
JD, what may I say is JD? There is nothing the other days, then. I mean someone I say, well, the girls and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But and the same breath man might talk about the girls, but the same breath they might say, oh, we can go overseas and just get anybody with a passport and get pass. So you have to tell me now, say, Jamaica human team qualified for World Cup. And the same people them what talk about the troubles with the JFF and the girls them. I disrespect the same people them will play for Jamaica and qualify Jamaica for World Cup. And I talk, JD, you know, me can't understand still. We don't know, like, if we want to see real football or see football I play, I mean, we mind, coming on when a JD, me thinking I will mind. I don't know, say they know I lie them I tell. But there's I tell people that, because you have certain people who believe certain things what they say. You see? Because to how me hear certain talking are going right, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder say if me I wonder see if a panda them a panda to people who vote for them or whatsoever them attack. But me I say them man can't watch football. You see? No kind of football at all. And attack away them attack. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Me man talk about 98 and I talk about 98 Madland this and that. So me I wonder if them things say we are going to play St. Vincent every day. You understand? Or St. Lucia. So me can't understand it thinking instead that we are trying to advance the football and push the thing forward, it's like a back way with the people them are trying. See? And it thing concerned me, JD, because the people them want us are people them want run the position. See? I mean, your people talk about it, but it thing concerned me as a man where I watch the football and she say, even though despite the JFF have them problem, brother, at this moment, the football team, the senior team is the only thing we bring good joy at the moment. And to how me them money attack, and them not talk like them attack in no corner. Them money attack openly. See? And sometimes really sit down and me say, oh, people pick up them thing a year when them money I say. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because remember one time, when time Powell thing, and people come out and say, wait, Powell, come out of the thing and left a football because I'm next man need a chance and all kind of foolishness them attack. See? So me listen then talk. So it's when next man win. The football like it's like now reverse. It look like it's like now reverse. Can remember a time when I came and I beat. See? So me I said to myself, you know, it looks like the same thing out here, again. Because people just me don't know what them I think about. Me don't know like yes, because people are politicians. See? And they know if you check people and talk all kind of foolishness. I don't ever pander them a pander to the people them walk out vote or whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
But Jerry told them money at us. It's like if they come in, the football slide totally back way.
Okay.
The opposite direction.
So
See? I think kind of concern me. Jerry think concern me.
So it never concern you as to how them speak in the press conference, because what I've written down what Mr. Chung said, and I had one said, JD, did you hear Earl Bailey bigging up Sweatman and kind of leaning to possibly using her to scout for the team? So I've gotten a similar feeling as to that from Mr. Dennis Strong, you know, because when he talked about speaking with the girls, he spoke on that and he said if they've never contacted him this week, it can't be until next year, early next year, and then that will be the first phase, and they will try and figure it out whenever it is in the year. So I think he put it like further back in the year, which was weird. Like, why are you telling me about something 6 months down the line, and there was madness? And then after, he talked about the team that we have now and how great they did, and we not having money, but yet still telling me that, oh, you can actually maybe try put on a tournament. So how can we put on a tournament when we don't have enough money? We don't have the coach, so you don't talk about the coach as yet. So what are we doing? Are we truly in a good stead with this Reggae Girlz thing? Because when we hear you talking, it just seems like it don't make no sense. Me hear Mr. Chunga speak and it just don't make no sense. He must say a whole heap of words. And me say, what you actually, what you try achieve right here? Because you tell me say the thing with the girl not sort out. You don't know when it go sort out. Then you tell me say we do good. A set of core did good. And you're gonna when a coach should be picking team, you know, mention the coach, but yet still saying that your intention would to put on a tournament, and then you're gonna put on a committee, which that's the only thing that I would say that made sense when he said that they are trying to put someone else different in charge to deal with the girls them thing, which I thought that made sense. But everything after is like you want to do things, so then what the coaches that would be coming on board would have to do then, because if you're doing their jobs, they have nothing else to do. So you're gonna have a coach coming in and then have to play games just like Mr. Hallgrimsson. Have to play a whole heap of games that gonna take people money for. So me never really like it. Me never really like what I say, because it never really add up. So even though I know you guys burn out Mr. Anderson, which I think he's xenophobic and don't really like nothing outside, and if he's not, he's just trying to pander to people for votes. I know that. But Dennis Strong them, me not understand what them try achieve with this girls program, and if them don't be smart, them are gonna lose the entire program. You understand me? Because it seems like them do things the right way. Them contact the right people. It seems like them plan it out. It just seems like them do things as to how the next thing move. You know? So, but I understand. But clueless.
The girls program already reached to a certain level. See? So, where would that be benefit for you, Mashito? You understand? Because the benefit can come off it if you mash it up. You understand?
Yeah, me understand.
But why benefit for them now for mash up a girls program?
I don't even know. I think they know. They think it's what they're doing is a perfect way. Because remember, it was kind of the press conference was kind of a more gloating on what we did from where we were from before. We never have A-license coaches. Now we have A-license coaches in abundance. And because of that now, you should take the direction that we are doing. We are going on several fronts. We never had any direct proof as to the girls program. It was just Dennis Strong saying it. So maybe he just can't explain things to the level of everyone being satisfied with it or something. Maybe that's the case, because when Mr. Wall spoke on his thing, we understood exactly what he's saying. But when Dennis Strong spoke, it was very much confusing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your plan? Are you going to get this thing sorted out within the next month for everything? Are you telling me that anytime the back and forth finish, if 5 months from now, we have to just deal with it? Because that's what you're pretty much telling us, you know. You say even the first meeting is just to figure out what is the girls' them problem. Really?
Really? No. It's a consulting kind of business I'm going right there. That's what I say. And me never listen to press conference with Trump them and things. So, me never really, I never listened to press conference with the under-20 coach. You understand? So, I don't know what them say. Me only hear people have uproar over it saying, say, the Manning Cup and thing. But I never really listen to press conference to hear them. But me and listen to them talk, JD, I'm concerned about it. Me don't know nobody, but I'm concerned about it. I don't know if I agree. Himself. I don't know if him not like the people or what, but alright, people them they run him when put run him, but me concerned about when me hear them and I say, brother. You understand?
Yeah, but remember,
Me really concerned about it.
remember Tennessee. You have to look at it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Him, the people when bring around him. But remember, the first statement came out of Mr. Anderson mouth, was him not pleased with what the JFF doing, the current JFF doing, because them take the positions them from the local guys them. So you can't say it's because the other man them come on. His first statement out of his mouth, that's what why we call him xenophobic. Remember, good. So you can't say that because the other man them come on board. This is what the man was. That's why him recruit the people and think like him. It not just happen by accident. Him think same thing. So that's why I'm go for them people. Tennessee. I don't think I'm surprised why you think different from him, because him go up on the next interview and people said him change him out. And I said, okay, all right, I will wait and see. Well, now him come on the next interview, and it look like it's because he was on a specific interview why him curve him out to say that. Because he goes back to the same damn thing that I was saying he's going to do.
You understand? So it's concerning still, but go wait and see what happened to JD. Because when I see locally elite squad where them and I go come up with. I don't know where they will find that. But they say they will be like locally elite squad. You understand? And they will get friendly all over the place. I don't know if the man watch football and they realize say nobody name play friendly again because in Nation League and then come in to cut out friendly. I don't know where you go find him to go play friendly out of, because if you say you go be a local squad, see? And you go play friendly, who you go play against? When the competition starts, you go play against Guatemala second string team or St. Vincent or who's you want to play against. So when the competition starts and then call them full squad, I see him squad you have a 10. And you have to call Shamar them when needed. You understand?
Oh yeah, but so one second, Mr. United, I am talking about Dennis Strong's statement. Tennessee talking about the manifesto. So it's completely different. I was talking about Dennis because I'm trying to give him from a different side as saying that this current administration still look clueless and to certain things. So even though the next one might be bad, we have to look at all sides because maybe you missed what I was saying, Mr. United. So I was not talking about the manifesto at no point. I was actually talking about what Mr. Dennis Strong talked on because that's what I had on my list. Tennessee just update me as to what's going on. So I don't think you listen to what the words coming out of my mouth as to what I am talking on. Yeah, sorry about that, Tenor. Finish up your point, so we'll bring in man. Jason and Pastor.
You think just concerning theory, and I say to myself, say, me don't know which direction the football are going. You understand? Because all of them money look come like a pay madman. You understand? I don't know if they even watch football. Sometimes I wonder if they money even the people them want to I wonder if they even watch football. If they understand football, understand what go. See? So we can wait and see what got him a JD. Big up yourself. Me there going to listen to him.
All right.
I see him. Yeah, man.
Respect. So Jason, go ahead and then Pastor come in after, alright?
Yeah, big up JD, big up everybody on the panel, big up the chat. Yes, so since we are touched on this, we did have something where when they were talking about the local elite squads, I remember the person that was presenting, the young man, he made a comment and said, when we are playing some of these games and we don't need to call the Leon Baileys and the Shamars, we want to have a local elite squad prepared to use. So I thought that comment that he made was kind of alarming to me because, for one, we just when John Wall and Hallgrimsson speak about the upcoming year, they lament the fact that there really isn't much time to have games outside of the official windows, and all of those games are going to be for big FIFA points, big competitions. So I'm just wondering, like, what games were they referring to that we wouldn't want to call our best players for? And I also found it alarming that when he was saying it, he used Bailey and Nicholson as the two names, kind of like almost, tying in also the local players who are overseas or the ones who are locally born as the two players that he named. So it's almost like they want to erase the other people them out of this thinking completely, which was kind of strange to me. But that's the part that I didn't understand, because what games are they really referring to? We don't have the chance to play any games outside of the FIFA windows. The scheduling is too tight for the clubs and the international football. So I just didn't understand where they were going with that. Now, while I'm not opposed to having local camps, I don't see why that would be such a bad thing. I don't think that should then mean that they're being groomed to be used in these international matches if we have other players playing at higher levels across the world that we could use. So that was alarming to me. I don't know if anybody caught that, but that was one thing that I didn't understand, because again, I've always said I'm a proponent of we can put out our best international team when we play games, and we can still develop the players locally in camps in the off times. I don't see any problem with that. But the problem that I have is, we can't, just because we have teams in local camps, we can't then assume that putting a team together because they've been together training, 3 days a week or whatever the case is, that they would put out a better display than our international players playing their trade overseas. I don't think that that's reality. And that thought process is being echoed as well by Chung when he talks about the girls and the recent team that we used, because he keeps on saying that we were able to unearth all these gems. And when we broke down the team that played, we probably found maybe 2 to 4 players that would be added into the main team. So I just think that they need to just be more realistic in how they talk and be more straightforward, because they're lying to themselves if they're thinking that this current setup that we have with the Reggae Girlz could make any waves even in the Concacaf, much less internationally. So I just feel like they're not telling the truth, and those that really pay attention could easily debunk a lot of the things they were saying. And I don't believe that, as I said, they're just not being truthful with themselves. So I think that's my main issue with it. Just be honest, guys. There are levels to the thing, and we have seen the levels, and we just need to, fix the situation so that we can put our best foot forward when we play these games.
Okay. I have not watched the thing, the manifesto thing that they were talking about. Obviously I'm busy, so I am going to watch that, because remember, people send me to do my research on the interview from Dennis Strong, what they're saying. So I was just hunting Dennis Strong, getting all of his information, because I don't like to be all over the place, I want to make sure I stay and cover that one. Then I'm going to watch that manifesto. But obviously, I never expected nothing from that guy, because I've already told you what type of person I saw him as from the first day. Because at first, people told me, you see, Travis just said, from Cavalier is there is no liking for local players. But I want to say that we know that Cavalier overseas players, we know that Cavalier tell you what him want, and people like that should not be in football. But clearly Jamaica's system is different, so he still get to do what he wants. Because tell you what, the reason why Carvel does things like this is because it's not his idea alone. Because remember, other guys came out publicly and said the same thing, what he's saying. So that's why he's so comfortable, because a lot of people think like him. So what happens from that now? I clearly knew that they would have run a coup, because so much people thinking that way, that this overseas bunch of people need to stop, and them all look at the money and look at what could have truly happened, as if like the overseas people might take the money, which don't make no sense, Because most of the overseas people are the people when they take the money. Maybe only the girl side that said that they want them money from FIFA. The only money that they stood up with, on was the FIFA money. But all of the other money, they said they never got paid for a long time. So all of the overseas people can always avoid payment, or not get paid, and still now create this big alabaloo over things until it goes to a different level. You understand me? So it's just mind-blowing how it's going to work, because I am still waiting to see how it actually works, because I just believe that they saw bodies, but when they remember, they are not the coaches, Jason. They are going to take positions. They are going to take positions to hire coaches. So they are not scouting the region, and they don't have the advisors them giving them the accurate information and how good the region is. You understand me? So they are gonna always be in that little box because they only see their players. You'll never hear our Dennis Strong speak on a matter, and he talks as to how good the other teams them are. He's talking about Buckley, serious talent like Buckley and Whisper. You understand me? That's what he's going to say. So if you look at it, if you just look inside, it's going to be hard to go against their statement, because that's how they look at things, only inside, because they believe that if they fix themselves and they are on top, and that the result can't go any other way, which I think is a bad way to look at it. That is true, you know.
Yeah, man.
Trey Moon said that's a lie, JD. Even when they got their FIFA money, no, oh my God, Trey Moon, I've said all along the girls, they never get paid, Trey Moon. Until they got the FIFA money, that's when they got paid. They said they never get paid for how long. The federation said they never got paid for how long, Trey Moon. Me know you don't like, me can clearly say, Trey Moon, you don't like the girls them. So any conversation, you're gonna just beat the girls them. But that is a fact. They never got paid, and they never caused any ruckus. They were complaining about the bus never turn up early and all of those things. There's professionalism. They were complaining about Trey Moon. You cannot say otherwise, Trey Moon. All right. Yes.
JD, do you think that the fact that the guys, right? Because you know, I am I don't believe that everything has been like perfect for the guys, like in the last year or whatever the case is, right? So you think that the fact that they are able to just kind of shut up and play, it kind of hurt the girls? Like if there was a more of a solidarity between the two teams, you think obviously we might have been in more hot water with all our results, but do you think that would have maybe helped the girls' case? Because I think that they're looking at it like, how come the guys then can do this and you can't just work with it? You know, like you don't get that sentiment from them.
That's I don't know to work it out, because remember what happened first, and we need to stop with this here, because with the guys them, you know, it was worse than the girls them, you know. The guys were worse than the girls, you know. I know people act like them forgot, you know. The guys, they were worse than the girls, and remember it was separate, you know. So we had the local guys them fighting. The next one that came in Suriname was much more of a collective effort, but the local guys were fighting at first. Then they came to a conclusion, so they got their money, what they worked down to. Because remember when they asked for 7,000, you know, JFF turned the public against them, and then they had to come on the radio and say, okay, then we will set. That was just a starting point, and then they came down and got what they want, Jason. So they never settled for nothing. They got what they wanted. They got what they wanted.
They did admit after the fact that 7,000 was just the first bargaining place.
Yeah, so they got what they wanted. So we're not going to act like the man them was no different. The man them was worse, because them come out publicly with videos, expose the JFF. You understand me? So people need to remember exactly what's going on. The man them was worse than the woman them.
So really what's going on is a gross double standard by the JFF in terms of how they dealt with an uproar from the players, because it was dealt with rather speedily on that occasion, but on this one they can't even get them to answer emails and all these things. So I don't understand how the communication so poor when it happened with the other team. They were able to, you know, sort it out after one window, in between two windows. You know, it was sorted.
A plan. It looked like a plan took place, because remember they said that it was the January of this year they sorted off all of the back money, but the plan was in motion after that, so they knew exactly when they're gonna get all of their back payments. When that set of money come in. Because remember, you are the president on Sportsmax saying that Damion, if I understand, say that when the second war start.
Yeah.
You get me? The second war starts. So they must say, don't Damion, man, if I understand, say when we have money, we pay them. You know?
Phone call. Yeah,
the leak phone call. So no man, that wasn't a leak phone call. That wasn't on Sportsmax. Like, Him calling him on Sportsmax and Sportsmax put him on the spot.
Oh, during the interview, yes.
Yeah, with
yes,
the Suriname and him get upset and come off it and diss up Sportsmax. Remember good no man? It dead there, people.
Yeah,
It dead there.
man.
So
Yeah,
this war with this thing of the girls them, what the girls them did, what the boys them did was 10 times worse, and then they did it 2 times. Chairman said JD Reggae Boyz was not worse. Not true. JD, how many competitive games did? Okay, so it's just because they never took the field. But remember, it's other people had to come out and no, Blake never played. Yeah, Blake never take the field. Yeah, Blake never take the field, and we clearly heard that it was an altercation, fight, Tremon, fight, fist to fist. And I never heard that from Jamaica. I heard that from Suriname. Because obviously, you call me Suriname man. So people know what happened. Yes, so Tremon, it was worse. So don't tell me the foolishness when I have the information, Tremon. It was worse. They never missed a game. So, now we understand with Tremon. Tremon, because it affected Jamaica so bad, it was worse. No, we said the man never missed a game. You Tremon, the man never missed the game. Why you think with a fine new baller? Why you think Ethan Pinnock and them man come here? Because man said them never go play. Tremon, what you talk about?
That game
we play USA. USA, no man never did it. No, USA, no man never did it. Tremon, what you talk about? Tremon, remember good no man? And me I talk to you know. And me the information you say me no forgot nothing, you know. What you talk about Tremon? Oh, it never cost Jamaica in a competition. But we never had the competition games them. And also people did think that people did actually have more stats than them players. Them actually say maybe them better than the older players them. So everyone did more sit back in harmony. Jason and Pastor. But Tremon, come on man, Tremon.
Yeah, they're trying to make it seem like this last.
Remember the gun talk argument that led to Hector not being selected back to the Jamaica team. You know?
No, but we don't want to go into that. We just talk about the situation alone.
The reason I mention it is because people like Tremon of state say it wasn't.
No, Tremon said clearly, but that's why I argue Tremon. But me I say it was still bad Tremon because them tell us them want money. Even Chevis can't deny this. Them tell us them want them money, a certain amount of money, or them not play, and them never turn up.
10 times worse.
Them never turn up.
It was
Tremon.
10 times worse.
They never turn up. They never turn up at all. And we had to get more players. So I would say definitely JFF is not the most organized place, and they should be blamed for both situations, yes, but we can all agree that both sides did the same thing, and the only consistent person in this thing is the JFF. So no care how we try to spin it, you know. All I'm saying is people can disagree. I'm just saying the guys them. I came in at the same time. It was worse. You get me? It was worse. You know. Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead. Sorry about that because I took your time out. Jason asked a question. I took over the conversation somewhere else. So sorry about that, Mr. Pastor. Go ahead. Jason, you finished? You finished, Jason?
Yeah, man. Give Pastor a run.
All right. Go ahead, Pastor.
Those in the chat, the other panelists. I listened to the press conference 3 times. This second and third time, because I was trying to find myself wrong about my assessment of Dennis Strong's portion of the press conference. I wanted to be wrong so bad that I went back and watched it 2 more times. Anybody who listened to Mr. Chung, I want them to put Mr. Chung's qualification in perspective. And Mr. Chung dealing with financial institution, more specifically to bank-related transfers. to which he spoke a few times in that press conference. Mr. Chong said the money left the JFF account and the banks did not send back anything to the JFF. So the money was paid. And then in a lower tone, Mr. Chong said, because of the amount of times he has dealt with the banks, he knows that sometimes even when they do not send back that the money was received or not received, the banks do not immediately or readily go ahead and post the money to the girl's account. And then Mr. Chong said the girls were wrong to say that the money was not paid. No, this is a man who is trained in finance, has experience in the running of financial institutions, specifically banking, money wire transfers. And Mr. Chong speaks audibly and wants us to take and be satisfied with that when he made the statement that the monies were paid, he was right. But the girls not seeing a deposit to their account was wrong to say the money was not paid. The JFF has the responsibility to remunerate the players, and the JFF have its cronies attacking the character of the female footballers, especially on the pretext that the girls are unreasonable and they are harping over every dollar. When the same JFF says that the girls were owed money from last year. So JD, you cannot be more correct when you say that the girls stood up for their payment from the FIFA allocation. No, it is not even insanity if you think somebody is fighting over money that they have not received from last year. We're in December now. The girls withdrew their services in what? October? That's a year worth of non-payment. If they were fighting for those money, certainly there would have been some kind of indication within 10 months to a year. So Trey Moon and all of those persons who are in bed with the JFF, on pillows with the JFF, need to stop believing that the whole world is blind, dumb, or wicked. Another contention I had with Mr. Chong's performance at the press conference. Mr. Chong, in no uncertain terms, told us, if the girls them want play, then play. Because we have widened the pool. And we have found gems. Mr. Chong said that they had a very good administrative year. They had a successful, those were his characterization, administrative year. And he built it on the pretext that they had an impasse with the first team and were able to feel a team that in their mind didn't do bad. Even when we failed to qualify for the Gold Cup. And
Yeah.
the impasse continues 3 months running. And Mr. Chung said they had a very good, a very successful administrative year. I have been fortunate to be in management from I'm age 15.
Oh Lord.
However, that does not predispose me to be a specialist.
One second, Pastor, because I'm getting a call. Hello. Hello. Yeah, can you call on the WhatsApp? You can call on the WhatsApp because you're gonna run off your credit, you know. You can. Oh God, why? Are you sure, someone? All right, Pastor.
I can.
Pastor, hold on. Let me take the call. Sorry to cut you midway because a caller calling, so I'm gonna just take the call and bring you in back here, Pastor. Is that okay? All right.
Yes,
All right, caller, go ahead. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, JD.
Yes.
You know, I've not called before, and I just feel like I need to call just to clear up a few things.
Yes, go ahead.
Let me just make my position really clear.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that what the JFF did with regards to not paying the girls on time, right, that was wrong. We've acknowledged that that was wrong. However, when it comes on to not the Reggae Girls taking a nuclear option of not representing Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what, I won't even be messy since Pastor has been calling me out. Today wasn't even the first time, but let me just say, I can be very messy by bringing up stuff about Lauren Donaldson, can bring up Bling Bling. You know, we can bring up all of these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You talk about dressing, you talk about the girls are saying this and the girls are saying that, but there's been a lot of information coming from the dressing room about the attitude and behavior of the girls.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I won't even get into those terms of arguments. So let's address what's in the public, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about it. Reggae Girls have not been paid since February of 2022, right? For match fees per day, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right? We've acknowledged that. The fee for money, right, that they were supposed to get paid over to the JFF. The JFF was supposed to remunerate the girls, right?
Yes.
We're talking about late October, right? Just less than a month before international games are supposed to be played.
Mm-hmm.
And JFF received the money a month before, right? According to information that is out there, JFF tried to contact the girl since there was a 24th
Yes,
or 24th
yes,
girl
yes.
instead of the 23rd, right? To see her to decide whether or not she should get something since she was there with them, right? And we're not talking about the match fee.
No, we're talking about the FIFA money.
Some of the FIFA money.
Yes, they wanted to figure a way out to split
Right?
it. So I love the fact that they didn't cut that out. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly,
Well
right?
said, yeah.
Yes. So they wanted to so the FIFA money specifically, right? My position is that that FIFA money was supposed to be paid to the 23rd girls. No, the JFF have been invited an additional girl as a part of the squad,
Mm-hmm.
right? I believe that they should have paid her even half out of the JFF money, right? And not ask the girl to remunerate that 24th person.
So
That's my position.
So your position on that delay of paying the girls them their FIFA money. That because remember that caused a delay, you know, because they were waiting
man, that caused a delay.
Yeah, that so you're saying that is madness. They should have just go ahead, pay them their money. And because I said they should have go ahead, pay them the money, then come to them and say, boy, we have a 24 player in there. No, we don't have the money because we have problems. We don't pay we no additional money. So we can give her something out of it. That's what I said, you know. But you are saying,
yes, but you agree with that already. We have many. Remember, this is not the first, second, third, fourth conversation, you know.
Yes.
Right? You break down this already. I agree.
I mean, agree
right?
on that. Me, I go even one step. Me that ask them for give her something out of it. But more than one, give them the FIFA money same time, not wait a week or wait a time because Strong has flip flop on it, you know. Because Mr. Speed said them pay out the money late, you know. Him said pan the radio program, you know, he said pay out the money at a specific time, which was weeks after. You understand?
Yeah, man, it was week after. That's not the pace, right? We're talking about late October. Like the last Friday in October that they got paid.
Yeah.
Right? So we're not talking about early, right? This is the money was paid. That's a fact. Right? So JFF should have given that 24th young lady, right, even half of what the other girls received. And then, ask the girls if they can, make her up or give her a little extra to bring her like a 3/4 of what the other girls would have gotten. You understand? Even $1,000 from each of the girls.
I wouldn't say give her half, right? I think JFF could have given her even $5,000 and then the other girls them could have made up the balance of it, like give $1,000. Because remember when
well, whatever way it is, JD, but we can agree that the JFF should have paid the girls, right? Give the girl the 24th some money and ask the girls if they can, chip in and make her. However it is, right? Whatever the proportion is. Right? That's not important. But the JFF erred, right, in that position, and I think that the JFF was wrong in that instance. Yeah. Right? However, on the other side of it, we also have to take into consideration that it's not only the girls that were owed per diem and match fees. The JFF was also owed. The Reggae Boyz were also owed in that same period of time. So what does that tell you?
And
that we know that the JFF is under review.
And the staff of the Reggae Girls were owed as well.
Yeah, the staff were not.
Yeah,
the staff were just paid, JD. We are talking about recently.
So they were paid way after this war, Even
yes,
after
man,
this,
way after this war. Staff were paid late November, early December.
Yes. So we should make sure people know. So you know where. Yeah, man. So go ahead. Well said so far. Yeah. Well said.
Yes, right. So my thing is as well, right? Why so much money is owed to players is that the position of the JFF. We know that the JFF is under review, and that review has to do with their financing, right? Their finances, right? Talking about Dennis Chung and Mr. Speed with their bold statement about 2023 was going to be that year where the JFF is fiscally or financially responsible given the Adidas deal, whatever. We know that it seems this is not the case, right?
Okay,
but is not the case. And in other forums where
only right there, so Tremon. Look at how you said it there, because you take that statement simply, But what if, because remember, them a try make deal off the back of the girls, them coming back, forget a coach, So what if that's how they made the deals with the players, them? Like how them talk as on the Adidas deal coming, everything gonna be alright and rare, and that's the deal when they play them signed to. What if that's the problem? Because when me hear them talking, I saw them talk to it, how them tell them how things are gonna operate from this point, make them sign on to that. But if me did expect less, I would have been satisfied. That them pretty much just say, if you just talk to me and tell me say this is the situation and not fool me up of stories and then you can't put it out. You see, yeah, go ahead.
But JD, I was going to go to the point that conversation was had. Right, and that was the agreement, and that is why the Reggae Girls, right, after coming after that period of February 2022, right, they said that is why you didn't have that whole uproar about the per diems not being paid for such a long time, because the position of the JFF was explained, right. I don't know what the exact conversations were, right, but what I got from it, right, a good breakdown was given as to the position of the JFF where the finances were concerned, right?
Okay.
So I understand why the Reggae Girls were not in an uproar about the money or whatever the thing is. Right, so let me just, because I have work. So let me just go down to the last point. Right, coming up to late October now, where the whole controversy and things and the strike action took place and whatever it is. Right, my position is, right, and I will not change this position, JD. Regardless, right, to say that a whole 23 players or 24 players, right, let's use 23. Came together, and I have to exclude the college students because I know their situations, their school, and having received a scholarship, I know the obligations, right? And so I can exclude those 5 players, right? 5 or 6 players. But when you have a whole squad of young ladies, and as I said, I won't even miss and touch into the coaching situation or whatever to say that was a part of the reasoning. Let's just look at the money that was owed, since that was the main thing that was brought up in the letter that they released to the media. If that was the case, they are still for the position that it would have been better for the girls to accept the call up, come, right, be here in person to say that, you know what, we're not going to not accept the call, we're going to be here, but we're not going to take the field if that is the case. And I think that would have given them a much better position to negotiate since they would have been here, right? And been in person where people can have discussions and have conversations instead of your part.
So brilliant.
You're
point.
one part of.
But brilliant point. But remember, the same thing happened with the Suriname game, the second Suriname game. The guys them never wanted to take the field, you know, but they were coerced to take the field, you know. Okay. So all I was saying, it's one second, Pastor, because I'm just sticking on things that I can prove. So I'm just saying, wonder if the girls, Trey Moon, your internet chop off, because maybe it finished. I told her that it cost a lot, you know, to call Belgium. So I said, call it on WhatsApp, and Trey Moon internet cut off. Alright, so all I was trying to say right there is, what if because the girls them knew that the last time the boys them tried to take a stance, people in Jamaica forced them. So it's like they got that bully to go in and play the game regardless of the condition, because they started to hear that, oh, them are gonna cost armed kids coming up and all sorts of things. So I don't know how much of that played a factor. People said we are speculating. No, Robert, some of the things we actually had the facts sweet. All right, yes. And some of the things that the guys spoke out of their own mouth. So you can't say we're speculating. The guy, you know, when we say we're speculating. All right, so Trey Moon, why not just call up on the WhatsApp, you know?
Sorry about that. No, baby, I accidentally touched my galaxy, but I was
okay, I would just say your credit drop off, and we say she call on the WhatsApp.
No, I accidentally touched the Galaxy button. So I was calling back, but the car was not going. So it was busy.
Galaxy button? What is that?
Earbud.
Oh, okay.
Because you touch,
I'm old, you know.
Yeah,
I'm old, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So when I touch it, you think of the car. So sorry about that.
Yeah, but what I was trying to say to you, remember the last time the guys, after the Suriname situation, you know, they wanted to literally not play none at all, you know. But pretty much when they heard about what's on the line and this and that and how kids are gonna be left behind and all sort of stories, then decide to go up on the field. So why not, you know, things that true them and try avoid the pure pressure of Jamaica. Them know say if them they hear them are gonna force solely have a play and them now gonna take the actual stance. So how much of that you think played into it? Because once a day here, I don't think you go actually have the balls in a play, you know?
But JD, hear what I'm saying? If they were actually here, right? Remember that during that time when the matches, they took the stand that they weren't going to represent like a week or two or so before official matches were played, you know? Right? So if they were actually here on the day, some of that negotiation could have cleared up. And guess what? The money, the timeline that the JFF said that they paid the money was before the actual competitive games were supposed to be played. Like a week or a few days before, right? Not a lot of time, but still, right? If they had accepted the call up during that period, I still think that, you know, they would have gotten the money. Maybe everybody would have not been paid. But then, since we've heard, you know, some players have not been paid, and Mr. Chung is saying that JFF paid, and it's a bank issue, or whatever the issue is.
Yeah.
Right? Some of those things would have been known by that time. Right? But JD, you have to go to work.
Yeah, right? Man. I understand your point clearly now. All right, respect and thanks, yeah? Yeah.
But JD.
Yes. Chairman is just coming from that standpoint of, you have to understand, Jason, that a lot of these people, they are Jamaica first, and no matter what one, you know? And they are not in the position, so they have to give their opinion. Yeah.
I don't want to take away any of his patriotism. That is a noble thing. But what I'm asking him is, you know, the issue has been finances. The Trey Moon just say that it would have been better for the girls who were on the, you know, suspended from selection to come to Jamaica. So how would they get to Jamaica? So they would have to buy the ticket to come to Jamaica.
No, but remember, they never get suspended until them say them now come Jason for the first one. So he's talking about from day one, not overall. You're just talking from day one. They never got suspended no time until they said they're not coming. That's when they suspended them.
What I'm getting towards, JD, is even if they had come, right, with the mindset knowing that, boy, we're not really happy, you know, we might not play this game, you know. What is the contingency plan if they are here as the team and then it don't work out in the conversations and then we have no team to play the game? So they have to,
very good look at that, because very good look. Yeah.
That's the only thing I would say to Trey Moon on that is like, if you wanted them here, that means you'd have to have 2 set of girls here. Because what if it don't work out?
So it would end up cost JFF more money, and it would have still not work out.
Yes,
Okay.
that's all I'm saying.
So it would have been a gamble pretty much. It would have been a gamble pretty much. Good point. Good point. Good point.
JD, Jason, it was not a gamble. Go back and listen to the interview with Becky and Bonnie. They did not want to deprive Jamaica of a place in the competition. And that was clearly stated. Had they accepted the call up and not take the field, Jamaica would have forfeited feet flag up, ban Jamaica for that.
But where I think Tremon can't argue the point. Remember when Mr. Spade did the video on the Friday when the girls them said they're not going to come. Tremon. Remember Mr. Spade when there's a Spade did the video, you know, they are talking about a yesterday. They sorted out the money, you know. So that was the Thursday in the Tremon. So even if they were here, the money wouldn't start out Tremon. So that part is indefensible, you know, because it couldn't get sorted out because them couldn't get it done. Because it got done the Thursday when he never even sure when he was doing the video on the recording on the Sports Explosion. He never even sure because him said either today, yesterday, or tomorrow. So actually he said 3 different dates. 3 different dates.
And JD, remember he also said that they had the money and them decide never to pay it yet. So they had the money with sufficient time that they could have made it. The girls took the decision because of a breakdown.
Yes,
between them and the JFF.
Yes, that's what I think. Yes, I think Chairman, when you look at it, yeah, I think it's a bag of problem happen because when Mr. Spade spoke on the matter, you clearly understood that some really. I know he understand. He said that the 24th player, they were trying to do something, you know, our Jamaican style, because obviously our Jamaican style have to come into it. We just knew it would have been 60,000 for everybody. The tax them come out of it, alright, no problem. Make we just give everybody their money. We knew it would have never been something like that. And I don't understand why it would have been so difficult when you have a different portion coming for yourself. You know, and that's exactly what should have happened. And I think that's what caused all problems. I just believe that if I work for my money, you can't tell me what to do with it until I have my money in my hand. And I think the girls them share the same belief. You keep telling me that you're going to give us the money, then you contacted us telling us that you wanted to share the money, or the money for share, when them already knew all the money for share. Everybody in the world knew all the money for share, you know. And that's what we think of the problem, you know. Because remember, Jason and Pastor, this was not a debate how much money them forget. Everybody in the world knew how much money them get, and they were waiting on it to come. So when you start calling them, because this is what Mr. Speed said, you know, them send them a message and say, oh, it's going to go because we have a 24th person, so all the money for share. You can't tell people that, big people. Be honest to yourself, guys, inside the chat. I think that's where it brought down. You can't tell a man, you can't call a man and ask him all the money for share when him already know all the money for share. You understand me?
Let me put something else in there. Remember, you know, that the JFF already cost them the tax percentage of the money, you know.
Yes.
All on the JFF, you know. So the JFF cost them money already, and then the JFF are going to become Lord and mighty over the money that they have to pay them, you know. They have to pay the JFF, have to pay them, you know.
Yeah. So
the JFF
well said, Pastor.
So them are Lord and mighty.
So well said, Pastor. So I had Trey Moon, after knowing that you lost money because of Mr. Chung them said that they never sent in the paper early on. So you're gonna lose money off taxes, right? Off all the money. Alright? And then now after they're gonna tell you how it's going to work for the rest of the money. Oh, what is so Trey Moon, let me know if you change your position there. Knowing that Mr. Spade had said that they never knew when it was paid, which was the Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, when they had few days left. Hence why for the game to play. So could they really reach the game? That's the question we're gonna ask now. Because even if remember the game was the Monday, the Monday was the first game, or the Tuesday, Jason. I have to go back, but the Friday, Saturday, that's when the squad was named. So it was few days left for the game to play. So and he was not sure if they got paid overall. So I am not even sure if the girls them could have made it, naturally.
JD, let us do basic arithmetic.
Okay, Monday. Thank you.
The day of the game was the Monday. The invitation needed to be sent out a minimum of 14 days prior to the window. The window would have begun the weekend, which would be the Friday, the Thursday. The window would have begun the Thursday. So 14 days before Thursday, when they sent out the invitation, remember, at the same Thursday when Mr. Speed attacked, the uncertainty is there whether or not the money was paid, which day, And the earliest date based on Mr. Speed's statement that the money would have been paid would have been the same week. Tuesday would have been the earliest possible date that the money would have been paid. When that would have mean that the money was paid 12 days after the invitation would have been sent. So what Trey Moon is saying, it not sound bad when you only factor in a few pieces. But when you put all the cards on the table, Trey Moon, the girls were put in an impossible position.
Because listen to this. 1 second. On the 21st of October, JFF announced this squad. This is the squad that they announced that will go there, which are none of the the girls them. So they have already found out that these girls are not going to come. So that this is the 21st of October, guys. And remember, that's why they had to come out and explain the story as to what's happening. And the girls have never got paid until the 24th, 25th.
Exactly.
And that is the Saturday before the game. The 21st.
Exactly.
Yes, so I don't think it could have actually worked, Robert Smith. I know you want to beat, but it couldn't work. It couldn't work.
Watch this now, JD. Banks in Jamaica no work on Saturday. So all Mr. Speed talk about the Jamaica Football Federation account is in Jamaica. Bank of Jamaica no work on Saturday. So you literally is making a payment after the time frame for you to call these girls. JD, when I make certain statements, I don't want to actually say it in a way that you can identify where I get the information from. Trey Moon spoke about not speaking about certain things within the camps. And the Trey Moon won't have information from within the camps. But if you say it based on who you are, people know you, they know exactly where you get it from.
Okay.
So I appreciated him saying it. That way and not putting certain things out there. The JFF continues to treat big woman like little girl when I have no sense, and then come out, pat themselves on them shoulder and say them a good daddy. Okay. When them are not even pooper. Because when Mr. Speed spoke, JD, on the Thursday when Mr. Speed spoke, Mr. Speed still was not certain the date of the payment of the money. You get the date of the payment of the money from Mr. Chong. And Mr. Chong could only speak with certainty that the money was paid the Friday. Even though Mr. Speed had mentioned which date, 3 different dates.
Yeah,
and in fact, when Mr. Chung is telling you that he was certain that the money is paid, Mr. Chung was only being a gymnast with his words and
Yes, yes.
financial cliches because the money had left the JFF account in transit to the girls the Friday. And he did not receive any notification from the receiving entities that the money was received. And he said that even in the last press conference that I watched him at, that he no get back no communication. So he deduced, since he did not get back any communication from them, that the money is okay. And then him go off and say he has experience with these and he knows that sometimes even when the bank receive the money and everything is okay, the bank does not immediately post the money. Yet Mr. Chung charged the girl and said that they were wrong to say the money was not paid. If the money does not show up in my account, the money is not paid. And that is the outcome, that is the sum total of a financial transaction. It is when it moves from one account and reaches the next account that it is paid. It is not paid before. And I'm going
Yeah.
to use experience with my finances that happened the other day.
Okay.
No, hold on. I worked.
No, I was just
The
trying to tell
money,
that
my
I
salary
have
was
a
sent.
Pastor. I was just
The salary.
Pastor. I was telling you I have 10 more minutes to go, and I will give when you
Okay.
finish. Jason just come in and say his piece, and then we have to go. So guys, please do hit the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for closing to the 9,200. Massive respect. All right. Yeah, man. Go ahead, Pastor.
Yeah. I worked. My salary was sent to the bank. I did not see the salary. I did not see the money in my account. So I contacted the relevant personnel. They did not have a reason for the money, the payment not to be accepted at the bank. I was paid. What they did is that to rectify it, they wrote me a check for the salary amount. I've said that to say this. Mr. Chung need to stop coming in the public and tell blatant lies. As a financial practitioner, you know, Mr. Chung, that payment is finalized when the money reaches the destination. The payment is not made until it reaches that destination. You have initiated the payment by the money leaving your account. But to say you paid the girls is disingenuous. It is a blatant lie in any financial level at all. And you need to stop it, Mr. Chung. The girls were not paid. Even when you said it 3 times that you paid them. By your own metrics, your own word, and the financial training that all of us go through when we do business, accounting, when we do financial management, when we do marketing, by all of those metrics, you have lied to the public, you have mischaracterized the girls, and you have dragged them, their characters, unnecessarily, and you need to apologize for it. Since you're finishing, JD, I will leave the other point till when you have a subject matter raised in another platform.
Oh, I know, because once it come on to the war of the JFF, you will always have some conversation. You. So, Jason, give a final point, and then we are done out here, because I think we have fought for 3 hours. No, yes, enough. Yeah, that is enough. So, give you a final point, and we are done. Yeah. It look like Jason busy and gone back to work, so we will finish it right here, people. Another one. Hopefully we can get to continue to chop up the videos in the midday until maybe close to Christmas. Yes, because before Christmas I might not be available, you know. The only thing I will say that I will agree on something and disagree on others. Yeah, man, fair enough, Chairman. Massive respect for that, man. All right? Yeah, man. So thanks yet again, Pastor. Thanks yet again, Jason. Thanks Tennessee that came in, and thanks to everyone that came in the stream. Obviously, we had to fight on different points, and maybe people say that I'm disrespectful, but others be disrespectful to me just the same. And obviously, there's no place for disrespects. But yeah, but I think some of these people, at least maybe I wrongfully judge it to say the only way they are going to learn is unless you disrespect them back. You know, yes. So maybe I am wrong. But for today, that's the only solution I had for it. All right. Yes. So people, take care of yourself and be safe. Bye bye.